each averaging over 7 yards per carry, and that is Amari White, Atari Amos. Those two guys really led the charge for Poplar Bluff last season. It'll be interesting because at the quarterback position, we graduated Cannon Carr. How do you replace a Cannon Carr coming in, passing 2,500 yards last season, had 5,000 for his career? You just can't replace that in one game.
It's really tough to do, and I think Coach has done a good job of sort of refocusing the offensive strategy, and it helps when you've got some really good running backs that can carry the load and put some points on the board. Another name that I think we're going to be hearing a lot is Torrance Williams. That kid.
Who's that?
Torrance Williams.
I know
Torrance Williams.
Yes, Torrance Williams.
And that kid is, he's big, strong kid, great basketball player. And I've seen him play a lot of basketball. But to see him out on a football field, that's a nice thing as a coach to have. I know that they're going to really enjoy throwing the ball up to him because, man, when he catches the ball, it's going to be hard to bring him down. He's big and he's fast. He doesn't look as fast because he's so big.
Right.
But he's running, looks like he's running slow, but he's going faster than everybody else. And I would not want to be on the field trying to tackle Torrance when he gets the ball.
I want you to look at our computer monitor there. You like that?
Oh, look at there!
Now, you like that?
I'm famous now.
We got your name up there. The school board president. I almost wanted to say John Scott Peon or something like that. You would get the joke.
Say, jack of all trades,
Jack of all trades. But I wanted to get you your official title. So we did have an interruption on our video. We got that squared away. Tim gives me the thumbs up. Says we are all good to go. The computer locked up, and that's what you expect. I mean, we're far from home. We're just happy that you're able to talk a little bit and kind of walk us through some stuff. That gives me a chance, instead of you throwing everything overboard, it gives me a chance to kind of talk, or you talk a little bit while I fix stuff.
Yes, well, I would say, Frankie, if I had your job here, I would probably have smashed everything long ago, and I would be out of the business. But if people can't see this, but it's remarkable all the things that Frankie does at once. He can talk and make sense for the most part, and and reboot everything and look up the stats and whip out his binoculars and all that different stuff to keep this thing running smoothly.
Let's do some captains here for Park Hills. You've got number 3, Ty Swish. He is the coach's son. He is the senior. Also on there for the captains is number 5, Kason Murphy. Number 11, Job Bryant. And also number 59 for Central Park Hills, that is Tristan Stewart. On the other end for Poplar Bluff, wearing their away white jerseys with the maroon pants, the maroon helmets, leading by the quarterback, number 36, Jaredon Young, one of our seniors. Atari Amos, number 10, another senior for Poplar Bluff. Also out there, a big baseball player, also football player, number 70, Kason King, and number 1 for the Mules, that is Chris Matlock. Those are our captains here for this football game. Poplar Bluff being coached by Dave Sievers. He is in his 5th season with a record of 21-20, a winning percentage of .512. Corey Swish for the Central Park Hill Rebels. He is entering his 19th season, John. He's got a record of 170 and 52 losses, a winning percentage of .766. Pretty good coach for the Park Hill Central Rebels.
Absolutely. To make it 19 years coaching anywhere is a testament to how good he is, and to have that kind of a record as well, especially heavy on wins the last few years. He's built a really good program here, and you can tell it. And the crowds, the stadium is full. A lot of Park Hills people, and they've been nice, cordial, reasonable people so far.
Absolutely.
We'll see how it goes.
I got to tell you, I'm not real happy with Doug Osborne. He is saying hello from beautiful Orlando, Florida.
Well, I'm glad somebody's in Orlando, Florida.
It's not us.
That's not us. This isn't
not
exactly
us.
Disney World, but it's not a bad place to be on a Friday night in early fall in Missouri.
We've got the scoreboard up and running on Facebook and YouTube, and we're going to do some trivia later on tonight. I got some good questions for you, John. You don't know what they are. It'll be interesting if you're able to get some of these answers before somebody else.
I'm not optimistic, but I'll take
optimistic.
my best. I'll take my best shot. I'll need to phone a friend.
Phone a friend.
My good friend Brian Taylor, who I believe is watching tonight, back in the Bluffer. He may be down in Arkansas. I don't know, but he sent me a text earlier. And so maybe he can send me something, give me a kind of a hint as what the answer might be.
So here we go. The Mules are going to kick it off for the opening week here in high school football. John Scott alongside. I'm Frankie Castile. Up on the roof is Tim Hicks. Let us know on social media where you're watching from and what team you are pulling for this evening as we are getting ready. Hunter Clifford at number 88. He's about to kick off for the Mules, and we are underway. It's a very short kickoff. And dropping down at the 43-yard line is going to be number 56, and that is Eli Resnick. Not the strongest kick in the world.
No, I thought maybe that might have been almost an onside attempt.
That's what I was thinking.
I don't know. It might have been, and it may have just been a little bit too hard for an onside. But I'm sure he'll do well as the season goes on.
Yep, he is not our main kicker, but for the first time this season, here we go as Park Hill Central. Mules bringing everybody up on the line. There's going to be a quarterback keeper. This one going to go to the 45-yard line. Poplar Bluff's defense all over him. Good job by Logan Height, number 25. We're going to say his name a lot coming up this season. And the quarterback is Kason Murphy. He gets about a yard on that exchange. It'll bring up second down and a very long 9. So what we're going to do this year, John, is when the Mules make a big play, we're going to get those fireworks going on social media, those big firecracker emojis.
I like it.
We did that last year, very successful. This is a handoff, this one up the middle. Kason King leads the charge, number 70 for the Mules. Gets up to about the 46-yard line.
So far, we're coming off the ball defensively very well. 2 good stops on the first 2 plays. I like what I see.
Third down coming up here. Last season, defensively, the Mules allowed opponents just 39%. Oops. There's a high snap. Good job by the quarterback. Throws it out in no man's land. Incomplete. And it was intended for number 11, Job Bryant. Incomplete pass and good defense by the Mules. And just like that, possibly going to see a quickly 3 and out here. Nope, maybe not. They're going to leave the offense in. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if Park Hills goes for it here on 4th down. At 4th down and 8. 10:51 to play here in the opening quarter. Now they're going to punt. He's going to punt. Going to back it up here. Does punt it away. The quarterback does the punting. Good return at the 20-yard line for the Mules. Darius Graham getting outside along the sideline. And he is going to be tackled inside Park Hills territory. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds about the 49 on the Mule side possibly.
Nice return, Darius. Really fast with the ball. I guess that's the thing now. I see where Jaredon's going to be our punter. So I guess when you have a quarterback that can punt, it opens up a few opportunities for you.
Yes, it does. So Darius Graham, they're going to mark him down, a 29-yard return at the, looks like on the Mules 49-yard line. Jenny Robinson with us. She says, let's go Mules. What a return. I'll go through all the comments coming up in just a moment.
Frankie, it looks like one of the chain gang guys got hurt on that play.
That's what the stoppage is.
Yeah, they weren't carrying him off. He was limping off. That's unfortunate to see. Second series of the game. It looks like he rolled an ankle maybe, or maybe somebody fell up on him.
Gotcha. 10:41 to go here in the first quarter. No score. Poplar Bluff now. Now they're going to move the football.
I wondered where our offense was. There they
are. It's going to be all the way back.
Good to see old Nate Bunton out there playing offense this year, blocking some nice big holes. Big kid, good kid, senior.
So on the punt, this one, it's going to be a 1st and 10 now. All the way down to inside Central Park Hills territory. Looks like on the 42-yard line. So now we'll see the Mules here for the first time on offense. Here we go. This one, what a good job by Central Park Hills. They hand the football off to Atari Amos, and he's not going to go anywhere. He's going to lose a couple of yards on the play. So Atari Amos is going to go backwards, and instead of it'll be a 2-yard loss. His first run of the season is for a loss. So now 2nd down and 12 coming up for the Mules. Jared and Young out there. Shotgun formation. He's there to throw. Chris Matlock along the outside. Matlock is going to get just a couple of yards. And the quarterback for the Rebels is in on the tackle. Great job by Kason Murphy. First passing play of the season for Jared and Young. It is complete. Doesn't go for very much. He'll get to about the 41, so it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7. Last season, the Mules were 52% on 3rd down conversions.
That was a nice little confidence builder play. Easy little pass. It worked. Got a couple of yards. Let them settle in.
Make sure and share this video for us if you want to play Mules Trivia later on. Your chance to win coming up. Atari Amos slips on the handoff. He's going to be shy of the 1st down. He is inside the 40 to about the 38-yard line. So Atari Amos gains about 3 yards, and it's going to bring up a long 4th down, 4th and about 6. So the Mules now 0 for 1 on 3rd down conversions, and the Mules are going to stay out there. And they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Our main kicker, by the way, he is actually playing soccer, a 2-sport player. Not here tonight. So we're going to see the Mules on 4 down. A lot coming up here. The offense staying out. Jared and Young on the pass. It's broken up by Kason Murphy. It was intended for the tight end, Torrance Williams. Incomplete pass.
A little bit low, but that's the right idea. It was really good, and good defense by Park Hills in that situation.
Yes, it was. Good job by the Rebels. 8 minutes and 42 seconds left to go in quarter number 1. And the Rebels coming out now. David Hadley tuning in. Jerry Moore says, let's go Mules. My good buddy Joshua Knight tuning in back in Poplar Bluff. Big audience here tonight on Facebook as we return to high school football. Murphy now. He is there to throw along the outside. Great job by Chris Matlock as Kendall Horton is able to secure the pass. And Horton not going to get a whole lot there. He's going to get out to, looks like, about the 40-yard line. So a gain of 2 yards, and it'll bring up 2nd down and about 8 to go. Miss Reisner is tuning in. She says, go Cal. Let us know where you're tuning in from this evening. If you're back in Poplar Bluff, maybe somewhere else. The officials now going to huddle up for just a moment. You know, I'll tell you what, they're going to move it back to about the 30. They moved the ball back to about the 38-yard line, so they're going to say 2nd down with no gain. I guess they're going to, that's what they said. They're going to say it looks like an incomplete pass, I guess. This
interception.
Interception. What a job. Incomplete pass. Great job there by number 82, Mr. Dugas.
Dane Dugas.
Dane Dugas.
Mother is a fine member of the class of 1990. Is. Good to see Dane. He was right on that ball. He was about an inch away from having that one.
Boy, Dugas did a great job. Quickly 3rd down and 10. Lee Wallace is tuning in all the way from Evansville, Indiana tonight. You know who's tuning in on W Highway in Poplar Bluff?
Let's hear it.
Grandma Jackie.
Oh, that's right. My girl.
She's a big fan of yours, John.
That's right.
I'm
a big fan of hers.
Yeah, I guarantee it. There's a pass outside. Good job by the Mules defensively. They are all over the Rebels. Leading the way, looks like Darius, or make that Romeo Walter. Also, Mikhail McFarland. It was intended for Bryant, number 11, and great job by the Mules defense, not allowing anything for the Rebels. They will mark him down about 3 yards at the 41-yard line. Going to bring up now a 4th down and 7. So now the Rebels 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions here tonight. David says it could end up being a defensive battle. I agree 100% with him.
Yeah, so far that's exactly what it is.
So now the Rebels going to back up, and Murphy looks like he's going to punt it. Just gets it away. A high punt this one, and Darius Graham does the smart thing by letting it roll inside the 20-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 on the 18-yard line. Good job by Kason Murphy, and Mules will have it now. 1st and 10, a 41-yard punt, and the Mules now will have it 1st down and 10 with 7:35 left to play here in quarter number 1. So for Poplar Bluff, they're going to come out here with their second opportunities here this afternoon, or this evening rather. So we'll see what the Mules are able to do.
I'd kind of like to see him take a shot down the field. I don't think Park Hills will be expecting that. It a little bit risky, but why not take a shot?
I agree with you 100%. So now the Mules going to line up. It is 1st down and 10, 18-yard line. There's going to be a handoff to Atari Amos. He bounces outside, and he's got some space. He's got a 1st down and then some. It is a Mules 1st down all the way inside the 40-yard line to about the 39. And that is a great play by Poplar Bluff on 1st down. It is a 21-yard pickup for the Poplar Bluff Mules, or make that, they're going to mark them on the 38-yard line, a 20-yard pickup, and that is the first 1st down of this young season for Poplar Bluff.
Atari just beat him with sheer speed. He just outran the guy, got around the corner, lightning fast.
Mules 5 plays, 24 yards so far. Central Park Hills, they've had 6 plays, 5 yards so far in this quarter. Another handoff, this one to Atari Amos coming in this season. He averaged over 7 yards a carry last year. Doesn't get much on that one. As a matter of fact, he may have, they're going to say no gain there. It'll bring up a quick 2nd down and 10 on the 38-yard line, coming up on the 7-minute mark now. Brian Evans tuning in back in Poplar Bluff. Do you know Brian Evans?
I know Brian.
He's a great guy. Although he is a Saints fan, I won't hold that against him.
Hey, that's my beloved team, Frankie. Don't be talking about the Saints.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I see Brian, it's always who dat.
Anything associated with New Orleans, I pretty much
I'm going to cut your mic off now for that. Jared Young now, shotgun formation. He's back to pass. He's got a man, and they're going to say, yes, sir, Romeo Walter gets the catch, and it'll be on the 42-yard line, a gain of 4 yards. And the Mules now getting closer to that 1st down marker, picking up a couple. They're going to mark him down, it looks like, on the 41, so a 3-yard pickup.
Long pass for 3 yards.
It is.
But it's nice, confidence builder. I think Jordan's doing well if he just gets his pass up just a little bit, but he's probably a little nervous about an interception, so he kind of wants to throw it low, but he'll get there.
Mike Deal tuning in from I can't pronounce the town, but it's in Washington. I'll get you more on that in just a moment. Jared Young going to hold the football himself, takes it up the middle. He is so hard to bring down. He'll get to the 45-yard line.
They're going to get a face mask on that, I think. His helmet came off.
There is a flag on the play down. So we'll see exactly as Jared Young, his first run of the season, as he held the football and ran north with it. Jared Young got to the 45, and yes, it's going to be a penalty, it looks like, against Central Park Hills, and that's going to give the Mules a 1st down.
It's nice to see Jared healthy. You know, he tore his ACL 2 years ago, and last year I don't think he was ever 100%. I feel like he's 100% now, and we're going to see some great athleticism with his size and speed.
So now the Mules will have it all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Got Mason West in.
1st down and 10 for Poplar Bluff. Mason West now. We're going to see at least 2 of our 3 quarterbacks in the first quarter. There's a handoff to Atari Amos. He'll get inside the 40. And, man, this young man is so strong. He'll fight for about 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and about 5 coming up on the 35-yard line of the Rebels. So P.J. Moon is tuning in from Poplar Bluff. Mr. Deal watching us all the way from Washington. He is a mule from the 79, 80, and 81 season. He says, let's go Mules.
Right on. That's excellent. It's good stuff, Frankie. Good stuff.
Make sure and share this video for us. And coming up before the quarter ends, we will have for you our first trivia question of the season. It's a good one, I can promise you that. Torrance Williams now. We're going to get a flag on the play, some movement on the line, and it looks like it might be against the Mules. Maybe a false start there on the right side. False start against the Mules. So 5 yards there for Poplar Bluff. And that is the first penalty of this season for the Mules. And that'll back them up to the original line. 2nd down and 10, Miss Kathleen Patello. She is tuning in at Let's Win this season opener. She's a great lady, by the way. You know who that is? I'm sure you do.
I do indeed know who that is. And she taught both of my children and not only did an excellent job, but they loved her class and they learned a lot.
That being said, we've got a quick timeout, so we'll step away. A quick 30-second timeout. No score, 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. You're listening to Mules football on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Kevin's Auto and Tire is a family-owned one-stop shop for fast, friendly, and affordable automotive services with the latest tools and technology as well as their time-tested automotive knowledge. They're guaranteed to get your vehicle fixed without breaking the bank.
All right, we are back here. Our broadcast is presented by First Midwest Bank, Kevin's Auto Repair, PB Realty, Legacy Farm and Land Specialists, Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, Russians Towing, and Air Solutions. By the way, John, in case you're wondering, I brought back the green drink this year, my friend.
Oh, I thought it'd be purple this year, Frankie.
Oh, it's going to be green. Mason West, he's back to pass. Good job by the Mules. West taking off. Good tackle by number 59, Tristan Stewart, and that play developed because of Kaysen King of Poplar Bluff did a great job allowing Mason West to take over and get to the 35-yard line. 3rd down and about 5 to go.
Yeah, that was a play that could have been really bad, and the Rebels had good downfield defense. Nobody was open, and Mason was able to tuck the ball, get a couple of good blocks, and turn a negative play into a nice little run.
Man, I'm telling you, this Rebels team is very good. I want to say a big thank you to the administration here allowing us to set up on the radio and on YouTube and Facebook. Great guys here in the booth to work with.
Oh, yeah, we'll talk about their hot dogs later.
Yes, we will. Mason West, little misconfusion there by Atari Amos, and man, he was taken down. A good stop by Central Park Hills. And Atari Amos hobbling a little bit on that right leg, and that's a little bit of misdirection there. And there's a big sack by this team out of Central Park Hills.
I'm glad to see West get off the field under his own power. His leg twisted around awkwardly on that tackle, and I'm really glad that he's not hurt.
That could have been really bad. So it'll be all the way back to the 41-yard line. That's a loss of 6 yards. 4th down and 11. Jared and Young, and where's that foot been the last 3 years? What a punt. It's going to be just maybe the 11, 12-yard line. Nope, they're going to say 13-yard line. So a good punt by Jared and Young inside the 15-yard line. And that will have this Central Park Hills team backed up a little bit. It'll be 1st and 10 all the way down on the 13-yard line. A 28-yard punt by Jared and Young. And 3:18 to go here in the first quarter of play. Jenny Robinson likes what she's seen. Dylan Bratcher is tuning in tonight with us. Also Brandy Alcorn as well. So Central back out there for their 3rd opportunity. Mules have them backed up a little bit. David said earlier in the broadcast it was going to wind up maybe and be a defensive battle. Good job by Kaysen Murphy. And there's the stop by number 8 for the Mules, Connor Stevens.
Good to see a sophomore get in there, get some action. Get his head in the ball.
See, they're going to mark him down, it looks like, all the way outside at the 16 to about the 17-yard line. A gain of about 4 yards. It'll bring up 2nd down and 6. Field position super important in this game, as Jenny says on Facebook. Absolutely is. There's a pass along the outside, going to be near the 1st down marker. He'll have it. Good stop by the Mules. So there is the first down, as Cannon Harlow is going to reel it in. He'll get it outside to the 26-yard line. That's a gain of 9 yards. 1st down at Rebels. Michelle Belknap says, let's go Mules. She's a great lady as well, Scott.
Yes, indeed, Frankie. Yes, indeed.
I meant to say Mr. Scott there. Sorry about that.
Mr. Scott's not here.
Oh, I see Keith out there in the old binoculars taking some photographs for us. Good job by the Mules bringing the house. Good job by Kason Murphy getting rid of it. Good stop by the Mules. That was a takedown by Peyton Rogers, number 42. But a great job by Mason Williams. Another 1st down, and he'll get to about the 41.5, we'll say 42-yard line. And that is a 16-yard pickup. And that is another 1st down for this Rebel team.
My kid's fast.
He is. Mules showing blitz on that last play. Now they're going to just pass it to the outside. Mules miss a tackle. Nearly going to get it to near midfield. Good job by the Mules, Mikhail McFarland. That was another catch there. This one by Job Bryant, and he's going to get right out. Joby Bryant is going to get out to midfield, an 8-yard pickup. And now it's 2nd down and a very short 2 for the Rebels. They started this drive all the way back on their own 13-yard line.
Yeah, I don't like they're getting some rhythm here, moving the ball.
They look good on this set right now. The Rebels do.
We need a turnover right here. How about
There's another run play. This one, he gets up the middle, and he is still on his feet. Logan Hite couldn't bring him down. This one is a rare run play by Mason Williams. He's inside Mules territory, and he is going to get inside the 35-yard line to about the 33-yard line. It'll be an 18-yard pickup. 1st down and 10 for the Rebels. Ashley Baldwin tuning in. It says, let's go Mules. We'll do Mules trivia for the 1st half right after this series here. This one is incomplete. Mules catching a break there. It was intended for Joby Bryant. It's going to be incomplete pass. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10 to go. But let us know on social media who you're going for. Lots of Mules fans here.
Yeah,
I did give you some stats or some stuff
yes,
on. Okay,
yes, I've got it. I can see it too. It's
just
big enough where I can see it. I was just looking at some of those Rebels numbers. I'm going to have to. I didn't have an opportunity to memorize all the names like you always do.
Kason Murphy is 4 for 8 here in the game, 36 yards. There's a direct snap. It's going to be a run play. This one not going to get a whole lot inside the 30-yard line. Another run play by Mason Williams. And he's not going to get to the 25. It looks like down to about the 26-yard line. So a pretty good pickup on 2nd down.
It must be the shoes, Frankie.
Must be the
Mason
shoes.
Williams got those shoes, man. I like them.
31 seconds here left to go here in the 1st quarter. And we're going to get a whistle here, maybe a timeout. We'll see. Nope, no timeout. Mules were clapping, so it looks like it might be false start. It is going to be against the Rebels. So a 5-yard penalty for a false start. That'll back him up 5 yards. So instead of it being 3rd down and about 3 or 4, it's going to be 3rd down and 9. 26 seconds here remaining here in the 1st quarter of play. Very fast quarter here so far. No score, but the Rebels are driving. Big 3rd down coming up from them. They are on their 31-yard line. Bouncing outside is Kason Murphy. Throws it to the end zone, and is it going to count? No, incomplete pass. Oh, what a pass by Kason Murphy. It was intended for Joby Bryant. I thought he had it, but the refs say, no, sir, incomplete pass.
Hard to see from this angle, Frankie, but I'll give the referees credit. They're being they're being fair with it.
Good job by Chris Matlock for the Mules. Woo! That was close. So now it's 4th down with 19 seconds. You better believe they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Kason Murphy again, and this time it's incomplete again. The Mules, they get a bonus, and they'll retain. Turnover on downs. Kendall Horton could not secure the pass. And it will be Mules football now. Mules catch a break with only 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Mules football presented by First Choice Insurance, Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, Patriot Auto Glass, Christian Automotive and Tire, Eye Care Specialist, Larry Hillis Dodge. Also being brought to you by Briggs & Stratton, the Scott Law Group LLC, and Taco John's. We've got some players to discuss later on. We've got to come up with 2 players of the game tonight, John, presented by Taco John's.
I'm paying attention. I'm watching.
You're paying attention.
I'm watching.
You're in charge of that. 14 seconds. Mules, that deserves some booms. By the way, that big stop. Jaredon Young dropped the football. He was able to get it right back, and that'll be a loss on the play. It'll be a 1-yard loss for Jaredon Young. 2nd down and 11, and that will end the first quarter of play. We've got a barn burner right now. No score. Mules have it 2nd down and 11 on their own 30-yard line. We'll step away for 1 minute. You're listening to Mules football on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Southeast Signs and Graphics of Poplar Bluff can handle all of your printing needs, from t-shirts, wall displays, banners, and so much more. Call their team at 573-772-5566 or get to southeastsignsandgraphics.com.
All right, some area scores to get to. Hillsboro right now leading Sykeston 14-0, 6-0 Jackson. That's disgusting. 13-0 Cape Central.
Who's Jackson?
Jackson, exactly. Jaredon Young now. There's a handoff to Atari Amos, it looks like, pushing his way up the middle to about the 35-yard line, gains 5 yards back. And it's going to be a 3rd down and manageable coming up. Nope, that was actually Amari White on the carry that time, number 22. So Amari White getting his first action here at the ball game, his first run of the season. And he'll get to the 35-yard line. It'll bring up another 3rd down and 6 to go for the Mules. Unless the Mules are able to get a first down, you would think they're going to go ahead and punt this football away if they can't get it. There's another, going to be a fake handoff. Jaredon Young, he's going to be taken down at the 35-yard line. What a hit by the Rebels. And that's going to bring up 4th down for Poplar Bluff. So no gain on the play by Jaredon Young, and that's going to bring up a 4th down for Poplar Bluff. Entering that drive, the Mules on 3rd down conversions right now. They are just 1 for 3, make that 1 for 4 here in this ball game. So Jaredon Young, you better believe, is going to punt the football away. It is 4th down. The Rebels have nobody back, but I can't see a scenario here, John, where the Mules play this on 4th down.
No, I wouldn't think so.
Now they drop back. Good punt by Jaredon Young again. Mules, it's going to take a Mules bounce inside the 20-yard line. This one near the 10.
This kid's a punter.
He is a punter for sure, and they're going to say it's going to be marked down at the 9-yard line. A 56-yard punt by Jaredon Young. Still no score with 10:23 left to go here in this first half of play.
It's interesting they didn't have a return guy back. I don't know. I'm not sure about that, but hey, we'll take it.
We will take it for sure. Absolutely. So who's ready to do some trivia? You ready to do some trivia here in a minute, John?
My trivia cap is on. I'm ready.
Your trivia cap is on. Tim, in just a moment. Not yet. We're going to do some trivia, my friend. And we're going to, I'll let you know exactly when we're going to do it here in just a little while. So get ready on Facebook to give us your answers.
Get him.
There's a flag that came down.
Call it holding.
We'll see who is going to be on. It looks like it might be against the Rebels. We'll see.
What do they say? In the area of holding.
I think so. The officials are getting together here. It was 1st and 10 on the 9. We'll see. They're getting together, so they're talking about this. We'll see what they're going to say. It may not be holding against Park Hills. We'll see. Our good friend Tim Funky with Air Solutions, a proud supporter of the Mules. It's going to be a hold, but it's going to be against Poplar Bluff.
Well,
So it'll be a penalty against the Mules. It will be a holding call. It'll be a first down, and they're going to mark him down. It'll be 1st and 10, it looks like, on the...
Not sure about that.
23, or make that 20, 23-yard line, it looks like.
Be 1st and 10 for Central from the 23-yard line.
So a 23-yard pickup there. 1st and 10 for the Rebels, and there's a handoff. Good job by the Mules. Number 69 for Poplar Bluff on the stop, Josh Alcorn, rather.
Tackle made by number 69, Josh Alcorn.
So Alcorn quickly now. We'll see what Central Park Hills now is able to do here as they get it to about the 25-yard line. A 2-yard pickup. 2nd down and about 8 to go. This one a direct snap to the quarterback. Murphy now, he's got some space, and Chris Matlock is going to wrap him up right at the 40-yard line. Good stop by Matlock. Kason Murphy is going to pick up about 16 yards on the play. It'll be a first down, Rebels. Make that first down and 10 with about 9:30 left to go here in the first half of play.
It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line.
Everything is happening so fast here. We're going to stay with this. As soon as we get to the first maybe timeout, we'll do trivia coming up in just a moment. There's a pass outside. Good job to Bryant. Bryant is going to be around the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Our defense is I think they're getting a little tired. They've been on the field an awful lot.
They've been on the field an awful lot. 2nd down and 4.
Our offense is not holding the ball long enough, and we're starting to see a little bit of that, but we're still hanging in there, firing off the ball. See Casey King knocking bodies around.
Central Park Hills has ran 18 plays at 90 yards here in the first half. The Mules have 14 plays, only 39 yards of offense. The Rebels are averaging about 5 yards a play here in this first half. Still no score. Another snap to the quarterback, Murphy. Chris Matlock is going to take him down, but the initial stop was going to be taken by number 82, and that's Dugas, Dane Dugas. Chris Matlock just came in for good measure.
It'll be 3rd and 1 for Central.
So it'll bring up 3rd down and about 1. They'll mark him down near the 49-yard line. So a big 3rd down coming up here for the Rebels. It's going to be 4-down territory for sure. They are 0 for 4 on 3rd down conversions so far in this ball game. We'll see if the Mules defense is able to keep that going. This one, they're not going to keep it going, and Murphy, he is going to get in as Darius Graham with a leaping stop inside the 35 to about the 34-yard line. That is a huge pickup for the Rebels of 17 yards. Make it 16 yards. They'll say the 35-yard line.
So we were lucky to get Darius to be there to get that stop. I thought he was gone.
Kason Murphy, 5 carries, 40 yards here in the first half. And we're going to get a whistle. I believe it's going to be a timeout called by Poplar Bluff. It is going to be a timeout for the Mules. So Poplar Bluff is going to call their first timeout with 7:34 to go here in the first half. It's all being brought to you by Larry Hillis Dodge. All right, John, you ready for some trivia? Let's do it.
Ready.
If you're watching us on Facebook, get ready. Your chance to win. We'll let Tim put up the shirts. It is our patriotic T-shirts. They're long sleeve and hoodies. I know it's summertime, John, but eventually it's going to be cold outside.
Eventually people will be complaining about how cold it is.
All right, so here we go. Here is our question. Don't look at the answer, John. This Montana State graduate began his career as an assistant coach for the Poplar Bluff Mules football team in 1973.
Oh, Lord.
This Montana graduate began his career as an assistant coach for the Poplar Bluff Mules football team in 1973. Was it A, Terry Smith? Was it B, Bill Ray, C, Jim Brown, or D, Larry Finke? Also, for bonus points, for anyone that can name the head coach of that 1973 team. There you go, John.
73, Frankie. I was born in 72. I don't remember 73.
So there is the question. Give us your answers on our comments section, and we'll pick a winner coming up right after halftime or before halftime comes to an end. We'll put that graphic up a few times during this first half. Good pass outside. Logan Height is able to make the tackle there as Cannon Harlow is going to get the rock, and he'll take it inside the 30-yard line to about the 27. So a nice pickup of 8 yards on first down. And the Rebels again, they're just going right up the gut here. Poplar Bluff not really able to have much of an answer as Kason Murphy again. Man, he's got enough for a first down. We're going to move the chains, and now they are going to speed it up a little bit. There's a 3-yard gain, a first down. Once again, they're going up the middle. Nothing fancy right now, John. They know the Mules defense a little bit tired right now, so they're going to make them pay. They're going to get it to about the 22-yard line, it looks like.
They're just going to keep doing the same thing until we figure out how to stop it.
Second down and 8. Nothing fancy. They are in that hurry-up offense right now. Still got 6:57 to play in the first half. Now they're going to throw it outside to Bryant. Bryant gets a first down and then some. And he is near the 10-yard line. So the Mules right now, they have got their backs against the wall. There's another first down for the Rebels. And they're going to mark him down, it looks like, at the 11-yard line. Another big gain of 11 yards.
A little bit on our heels right now. I see some guys, they're getting tired.
It looks like they're getting tired. The hands are on the knees, and Central Park Hills, they smell it. They know it. Kason Murphy back to pass, and this one is going to be ended with a touchdown.
Nice play. Good play. Well executed. Good
well executed as Caden Casey is going to get the credit for the touchdown with 6:44 left to play here in the first half. 6-0 Central Park Hills. And now we're going to see the extra point attempt on the way by Mason Williams.
Kicking will be number 12, Mason Williams.
So the extra point attempt is on the way. Mules now trail by 6 points, and this one is up, and it is good. It is now 7-0 as the Central Rebels, they lead the Mules by a touchdown. You're listening to Mules football on the South Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network. All right, so the Rebels now lead this game 7-0, and let's talk about our trivia question once again. We'll let Tim put that on the screen for you. This Montana State graduate began his career as an assistant coach for the Poplar Bluff Mules football team back in 1973. That is the question. The answers are going to be Terry Smith, is it Bill Ray, Jim Brown, or Larry Finke? Also, we'll select a winner if you can tell me who the head coach was of that football team back in 1973. Something tells me, John, you have no idea.
I have an idea.
You have an idea?
I have ideas, Frankie. I'm an idea man.
All right, you're an idea man. So here is the kickoff now. Mules are going to take it near the 15-yard line. Mules, Atari Amos trying to bounce outside, and he'll get to around the 36-yard line or so. So Atari Amos, good run back for the Mules. And Atari Amos doing everything he can to keep his Mules in this football game. It'll be 1st and 10 for Poplar Bluff. It is all the way up to the 38-yard line, so a return of 28 yards, and the Mules will have it now with 6:37 left to play in the first half of play.
Offense needs to get a drive going. You know, defense has played well. You know, Park Hill's a good team, and we've held them as long as we could, but our offense is going to have to produce, and hopefully they can find what's going to work against this team.
Absolutely.
And now would be the time to do that.
So now the Mules are going to come back out here. We'll see what they can do. Jared and Young, there's a handoff. This one goes up the middle. Poplar Bluff is inside the Rebels territory. Amari White, big run, his longest of the year so far. And he is going to get to about the 46-yard line of Central Park Hills, a 16-yard pickup. People are loving this trivia stuff, John. You got to give me an answer. You didn't give me an answer.
Oh, I got answers.
All right.
You want answers? I got answers.
Well, make sure, do me a favor, and share this video feed for us on social media if you don't mind. Also, like our broadcast for us. We greatly appreciate it. Another handoff, this one to Amari White. Not going to pick up the 16 yards this time, but he'll get to about the 45, and that's a gain of a yard. So Amari White picks up one. 2nd down and 10. And we've got an official's timeout here.
Somebody's down. I can't tell.
Oh, no, I can't see if anybody's down. So we got an official's timeout. While we have that, Mules football proudly presented by Taco John's, the Scott Law Group, LLC. Also being brought to you by Briggs & Stratton, Larry Hillis Dodge, our good friends at Eye Care Specialists, Christian Automotive and Tire, Patriot Auto Glass. Also being brought to you by Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center. Poplar Bluff here trails 7-0 as we are in the second quarter, 5:57. And looking at some of our stats here in the first half here, John, you look at the Mules so far in this football game, they've got 16 plays of 56 yards, averaging at about 3.5 yards a play. Central, though, 25 plays, 144 yards. They're averaging about 6 yards per pickup. Jared and Young is 2 for 3 on the night, 6 yards. Kason Murphy, he is 8 out of 14, 72 yards, the 1 touchdown. Atari Amos has 5 carries, 26 yards. Amari White, 3 carries, just 22 yards here in the first half.
Yeah, well, in truth, we're lucky it's only 7-0.
I agree. There's that Taco John's logo. We got some players of the game coming up. There's the first catch by Torrance Williams, our tight end. And, boy, the Rebels are going to wrap him up, and he's going to go nowhere, not even a yard of forward progress. So we're going to say right on the 45-yard line, his first catch of this season, and it's going to go nowhere.
Well, Park Hill's defense, their secondary is really quick.
It is.
Quick on the ball. We'll catch the ball, and they just zip right up. Those guys
Very
are
good.
fast.
Yes, they are. 3rd down and 9 coming up. So here we go. Right now, Jackson leads Edwardsville, Illinois, 14-0 at the end of 1. Also, Hillsboro taking it right to Sykeston, 28-0. And right now, Cape Central leads at 20-6 in their football game. Can somebody please knock off Jackson? Is that too much to ask?
We will, Frankie. That's our job.
They've won 39 straight at the pit. There's a catch. This one is completed along the far sideline. You betcha. Darius Graham with a big pickup.
Darius really an athletic kid. Great basketball player. Quick, jumps, catch the ball, good hand-eye. That was an excellent catch. Keep the drive alive.
So first down for Poplar Bluff now. It is inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. It is a 12-yard pickup, and the Mules now are driving with under 5 minutes to play here in the first half. There's a handoff to Amari White. Amari White, I believe he fumbled it, and Central Park Hills is going to recover it. So Amari White had a couple of yards and was trying to fight for additional yards. He got to the 28, and that's when the fumble happened.
Yeah, unfortunate, and I hope Amari's okay. He got off the field on his own power, but he's walking a little bit gingerly on his left foot, left ankle. Tough to see that. Had a good drive going, but we showed that we can move the ball, and we got to figure out those little cracks, and we'll be all right.
Right now, it's very important for the Mules here as they are pinned down very far back in their own territory. The Mules have got to be able to make a stop here on this possession. Don't want to go down by 2 scores against this football team. So now Bryant, good job by the Mules. They weren't really fooled, and that's Dugas who made the tackle. Kason Murphy.
Yeah, Dane was right in the right spot for that. He read that well. He didn't try to intercept the ball. He stayed in his spot, and he made a good tackle for very little gain, if any.
Kason Murphy, they're going to say no yards on the, or no gain on the play there. It's bring up second down and 10. That was a great defensive stop by Dugas on that last play there, John.
Absolutely it was.
So now Murphy's going to hand it off. This one is going to go to Wagner, and Wagner's not going to get a whole lot of yards, maybe a couple, not much.
Lucky 13.
Hacken Wagner is going to get to, unless he is. Boy, you don't want to see that. I thought he got up for a second on his own power. He is now. Good sportsmanship by the Mules. Their coaching staff is over there. Our offensive coordinator, John David Patillo, the first one over there to greet him.
He got a wind knocked out.
He did.
Yeah.
Nice to see that by our football coaches over there to help him up.
Yes.
Good sportsmanship. Third down and 10, maybe third down and 9, maybe a yard of forward progress. We'll say third down and 9. We'll do trivia. We'll give you our answer before halftime comes to a close. Big audience here on Facebook, also on YouTube as well. Nice to see everybody tuning out tonight for week 1 of high school football. John, thanks for coming. We'll see you next week in Bluff.
I'll be there, barring any unforeseen disaster.
Third down, there's a quick pass outside to Bryant, and the Mules, Connor Stevens, was there to wrap him up, as was Logan Height, and he's not going to go anywhere. It'll be fourth down coming up.
Really need to stop here. They might.
I don't think they're going to go for it.
I think he'll punt.
I think he'll punt.
This late.
Won't have much of a choice. I mean, you got a choice, but it's late in the first half. 3 minutes. Mules have 2 timeouts left. They've been able to do nothing effectively so far in the first half. So we'll see what Kason Murphy does. It is 4 down, fourth and about 9. Maybe fourth and about 8 or so. Play clock is going down. Under 10 now. They're trying to get the Mules. Darius Graham, he does back up. It's a high punt, not a very good one. We'll see what bounce it takes. It's going to take a Park Hills bounce. It does go out of bounds near the 35-yard line, right at the 35-yard line. So now the Mules will have another chance here to do some damage. A 38 or make that 36-yard punt. Mules now will have it on their own 35-yard line with only 2:33 left to go here in the first half. All right, Tim, if you don't mind, put that trivia question back up there for me. And what we want to know on our Mules trivia, remember what's up for grabs here tonight, here in the first half, is one of those awesome patriotic shirts get a hoodie, get a long sleeve shirt, your choice. We're going to pick a winner coming up during our halftime report. We'll do that before the second half begins. This Montana graduate began his career as an assistant coach for the Poplar Bluff Mules football team in 1973. Terry Smith, Bill Ray, Jim Brown, or Larry Finke. This one, my goodness, as Atari Amos is wrapped up by multiple defenders, and he is very unhappy, frustrated. Sean Mannon says he knows the answer. Of course he does. He works with me. I know he knows the answer. He can't win. Don't give me an answer.
I've got a well-reasoned answer, Frankie.
I know you do.
I've had time to think this through.
Sean says, I know the answer. I know you do, Sean. You keep it to yourself. You're not eligible to win. Second down and about 13 to go. A loss of 3 yards on the play. Under 2 minutes now to play here in the first half. Jared and Young got to get rid of it, and he's going to get sacked. I thought there may have been some offsides along the line there by Park Hills, and so did Coach John David Patillo, but not going to be the case as Jared and Young is going to be taken for the sack. And a timeout called by Central Park Hills, a 30-second timeout. Our broadcast is presented by First Choice Insurance, Air Solutions, also being brought to you by Russians Towing, Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, PB Realty, Legacy Farm and Land Specialists, Kevin's Auto Repair, and First Midwest Bank. Those are our sponsors here this season. The Mules will have it now. It's on their own 23-yard line. That's a big loss on the sack. A loss of 9 yards as Central Park Hills takes a timeout here. And they're going to have a minute 44 to play in this first half. John, what do you think about this first half here by the Mules? We're fortunate, my friend, to be down by just 7 points.
Absolutely, and I'm thinking if we can make it to halftime down 7, we're still in good shape, make some adjustments, coach them up at half, come out strong in the second half. Our defense has actually played pretty well overall. I mean, there's Park Hills put up a lot of yards. We've bent, but we haven't broken. Offense, we're going to have to dial it in a little bit and figure it out. Nothing terrible standing out to me. It's just Park Hills got a really quick defense.
By the way, some folks tuning in from Naylor watching us over on YouTube. We appreciate that. So it is going to bring up third down and 21. Jared and Young, he's going to air it out. It's going to go incomplete. Good coverage. Double team there by Cannon Harlow and Joby Brown. It was intended for Chris Matlock. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
He was covered very well, but it was a nice pass right on target. I like to see a little bit. They're going to have to do that a little bit to kind of loosen this defense up because they're just packing in for the run.
And that was good coverage by the Rebels, no doubt.
Oh, yeah, great job. Coverage. They're right on him.
Absolutely. So 1:39 to play here in the first half of play. The Mules are going to give the ball right back to Park Hills. They're going to bring a man back. It's Brian. He'll stand at his own 45. And Jared and Young, he just makes it look effortlessly.
It's
like
strong
he'll
leg.
take it at the 35-yard line. Matlock is going to wrap him up.
Turned over right there. There's the ball's out. He's got the ball out in one hand. They got to knock that out of there.
Torrance Williams also in on the tackle. But I'm going to go back to that last punt by Jared and Young, and he just makes it look like I'm not even trying. It's a booming kick downfield. This one is going to travel 37 yards on the punt. It'll be first down and 10.
Yeah, our special teams is playing very well.
They are playing very good here in the first half of play. 1:29 left to play in the first half. 2 timeouts by each team. Play clock is down to 15. Coming up at halftime, we'll break it all down. Not much scoring in this one. I think David Hadley hit the nail on the head. There's a quick pass outside. Oh, could have been a horse collar. Good job by Logan Height, though, as Harlow makes the catch, and he's not going to get a whole lot. He's going to get to about the 42-yard line. That's a gain of 2 yards. Play clock is, now we're going to get a whistle here, and what do we have? It's going to be timeout taken by Poplar Bluff. We'll step away with them. Our timeouts are being brought to you by Larry Hillis Dodge this season. 1:08 to go. Mules down by 7 on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Do you feel that rush of adrenaline? That's the feeling of over 100 years of Poplar Bluff football excellence. Let's make some history.
And touchdown!
Scott Law Firm is experienced in estate planning and the preparation of documents like wills and trusts. Let the Scott Law Firm help you protect your family and pass along your estate according to your terms. Call Scott Law Firm today at 785-4688.
And we are back here live as we get ready for halftime. 2nd down and 8, timeout called by the Poplar Bluff Mules on that last opportunity. So the Mules have just one timeout left here in the half with 1:08 to go here in the second quarter of play. Jackson leads 14-0. They've got a 39-game win streak at home, by the way. Kason Murphy, he missed somehow, but his knee went down. Great job by the Mules. Was that Logan Hyde or was that Logan Davis? I believe it was Logan Davis that got through that time.
I believe it was.
Logan Davis.
Woo! Well, their quarterback, number 5, he took a good lick and he kept going.
He absolutely did. And he'll get knocked to the 33-yard line. That's a loss of 9 yards. Good job by Logan Davis with a big stop. 3rd down and 17. Kason Murphy now gets away from one defender. Now there's a flag in the backfield. This one may be coming back in the area of a hold. 21 seconds left here in the first half. I tell you what, I know that you and I are from Bluff, but I got to give credit to the Rebels. They've come out, and they're not shaken by a Class 5 school.
Not at all. Their defense is really
good.
I mean, those secondaries quick on the ball, and we get just a couple of yards, and those guys just swarm. And I'm impressed with their speed, absolutely.
Larry Clements says, boom, let's hold them the final minute. Mules have done just that.
And I don't want to jinx anything, Frankie, but I'm impressed that our defense did not lay down after that score earlier. They've bowed back up and played pretty well. They played a good half of football. I got no real complaints with the defense.
Absolutely. It's going to be a holding call. So now it's 3rd down and about 27 with 21 seconds left here in this first half of play. Now the clock will start. They don't have to run a play if they choose not to, but they're going to run one more. This one out to Bryant. Bryant taken down by the Mules. What a hit by Ian Pierce, number 44. So Ian Pierce done a great job on the tackle. And they're going to get it to about the 27-yard line. So a gain of about 4 yards. And that very well might, nope, timeout called. We'll keep it here right before halftime. Denny Bratcher answering our trivia question. If you don't mind, Tim, put that trivia question back up one more time. Adam Schooler says, Logan Davis, that's my boy.
That's a good hit.
It was a very good hit. Between him and Logan Hyde, these two are going to be phenomenal defensively for the Mules all season.
Yes, absolutely.
So 9.5 seconds to go here in the first half of play. This Montana State graduate began his career as an assistant coach for the Poplar Bluff Mules football team back in 1973. Was it A, Terry Smith, B, Bill Ray, C, Jim Brown, or D, Larry Finke? Bonus points for anyone. We'll pick a winner for this if you can name that head coach in 1973. What do you think? Point to the answer, John.
I'm going to say I've got a reason for that.
And I'm going to tell you,
I may be wrong.
I'm going to tell you the answer later. It's a good guess. So here we go now with 9.5 seconds remaining here in the game. It is a 4th down coming up, and this one he punts it away. Mules just going to fall on it. No, he's going to he muffed it. He'll pick it up at the 22, or 32 rather, and that's going to be it. So the half has come to an end, and Mules are not able to do much in the first half. It went for 53 yards. And that is how this is going to come to an end. The first half will come to an end. So the Mules will have the football. When we come back, we'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back and we'll start talking about the half, and we'll get you set here for the third quarter. Coming up, Mules trail by 7. Don't go anywhere. Make sure and share this feed on social media. Keep those comments coming in. We want to hear from you. Let us know where you're watching from. Most importantly, what do you think about the first half? What can the Mules do to get back in the game down by 7? Coming up, it is your halftime report presented by PB Realty and Legacy Farm and Land Specialist. We'll pause 10 seconds for station identification. We'll be back. You're listening to Mules Football on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Patriot Auto Glass offers chip repair or glass replacement. They provide fast quality service done by experienced technicians. Ask about our veteran and first responder discounts. Call Patriot Auto Glass today at 573-840-5027. And remember, Patriot Auto Glass will come to you.
And welcome back now to our halftime report. It's presented by PB Realty, Legacy Farm and Land Specialist. And we are here at the half right now. Poplar Bluff trails this game 7-0. And we're going to break it down in just a few moments. Before we do want to tell you coming up before we get ready for the second half, we will give you our first half trivia question. Also, Let's talk a little bit about baseball here, John, for just a moment. As we are late August now, baseball playoffs are about to get underway in about a month or so. The Redbirds and the Braves right now scoreless. It is 0-0, bottom of the third inning. They're up by 5.5 games in the NL Central because my beloved Cubs, well, they're not doing so good this year, John. They're pretty bad.
Yeah, like we say, the best thing about the Cubs is the cheap beer and the bleacher seats.
Yeah, they're pretty bad this year. But looking at the Brewers right now and what they are doing so far, because that's really who the race is. They're playing the Cubs, actually, and I'm sure the Cubs will blow it again. They're right now it's scoreless in the third inning, so St. Louis sitting pretty good right now, 5.5 games up.
They really are, you know. I don't follow them really closely, but enough to know when they're doing well. And, I guess the big thing, assuming they can close it out, they're going to have to get through the Dodgers at some point. And that'll be a challenge. But, man, I like to see how Albert Pujols is playing.
I was going to say,
so exciting.
I really want him to get 700. If you're watching us on social media, what do you think? Can Albert get there before this year is over with? I'll tell you what, if he does get 700, it will not surprise me. You're going to think I'm crazy. But you realize if he gets to 700 by the end of this season, he's 14 home runs away from surpassing Babe Ruth. Are you kidding me? He won't come back for one more year, maybe?
That's crazy. I feel like, he should, but
he should come back or retire?
That he should come back. I mean, why not take that shot? But he's such a stand-up guy. A guy his whole career has been so successful, never had any kind of scandal or anything, and has played so well. And I like to see him go out playing well and doing well. I wouldn't want him to come back and have a tough year, but man, if you're that close, why not? Why not come back for one more year?
I'll tell you who's not going to make the playoffs this year is my Cubs. They're going to be watching it from home again this year.
As usual.
2016 all over again.
As usual.
Let's talk a little bit about the first half here and what we have seen so far. And the yardage literally is 2-1 right now in favor of Central Park Hills. They have ran 31 plays, 142 yards, averaging almost 5 yards a play. You look at the Mules, 22 plays, 61 yards at just under 3 yards a pickup. That is a big problem for the Mules offense. Right now, Park Hills, they are giving the Mules everything they can handle, and we've said this time and time again, very lucky to be down by 7 points right now. It could be 14 or more.
Yeah, absolutely. The stats don't support the score for sure. We've had a lot closer stats before and been in worse situations or been up. So, yeah, I'm comfortable with the score based on what we've watched. Defense has played well. They've been there a long time, a couple of long drives. They stopped. One got away from them. It's going to happen. They bounced right back and got a couple more stops. Excellent. Played hard to the halftime. I like that. Offensively, we're going to have to figure out a little better strategy. We're going to have to spread the ball around. I think Park Hills is packing it in, expecting the run and being correct most of the time. And we're going to have to find some rhythm on offense. We had a really good drive going. Unfortunate fumble. But we can move the ball.
And that hurt us a little bit. That did hurt us.
It really did. I think that was the possession that we had an opportunity to really go down and score. And so, but our kids got to know they can move the ball on this team. We just got to tighten it down a little bit and fire off the ball just a little bit quicker. And Jaredon's getting more confidence as the game goes on. But what about that kid punting the ball, man? He's got.
I'm telling you,
I love it. He has actually kept us in the game with his foot, which is odd to say. But punting the ball and flipping the field as he's done has really been beneficial because Park Hills gets a bunch of yards, but they're starting from 10 or 15. It puts us in a good spot.
Well, before we get into too much thing, just to let you know that my good friend Denny Bratcher tells me that if the Cubs were playing cornhole, we may have a chance. But we're not playing cornhole, are we there, Denny? He's a good guy. I'll get him in baseball season.
Yeah, that's he's got a good point there.
You got a good point. Let's talk about some of these individual players right now. First off, let's talk about Central Park Hills because they have really done a good job. At Kason Murphy, he is 11 of 17 in the first half, 78 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. On the ground, he is doing it as well. 8 carries, 36 yards. He is averaging nearly 5 yards a carry. And then Mason Williams, 3 carries, 25 yards. Tristan Seward has 1 carry for a couple of yards. And Joby Bryant, 6 catches already for 32 yards. He is averaging 5 yards a catch. And then Cannon Harlow, 3 catches for 19 yards. Let's look at the Mules right now. The Mules, 4 first downs. They are just 2 of 6 overall today from the third down conversion. Last season, they were 52%, already starting out 33%. You look at Central Park Hills, they are just 1 out of 8 so far. And that's where we stand there. Looking at the Mules, Jaredon Young is 3 out of 5, 18 yards in the first half. Amari White, 4 carries, 27 yards. Atari Amos, 6 carries, 23 yards. And that's it. That is the only offense right now really on the receiving end. Darius Graham has a catch for 12 yards. Matlock has a catch for 3 yards, as does Romeo Walter. He also has a catch for 3 yards. And that is our only scoring right now, or the only offense right now for Poplar Bluff. The saving grace is they're going to get the ball back to start the second half, and something tells me we got a problem. Tim is right here. We good? Oh, okay. He come down here to be, I guess, in the cool air, I guess.
When he creeps up behind you.
What was that, Tim?
I come to get a beverage.
Oh, a beverage.
There we go.
Well, bring me one, too, while you're at it. No, I'm just kidding. So the Mules right now trail by 7, but I guess the good news is if you're Coach Sievers, a question for you, John. You get the ball back to start the second half. If you're Coach Sievers, what adjustments offensively are you making to get our boys back on track?
I feel like you're going to have to loosen up a little bit on offense. They're going to have to go quicker. Jaredon's, going to have to get rid of the ball quicker or hand it off quicker, and we're going to have to mix it up a little bit. I think Park Hills knows that, we're probably going to run the ball a lot, and we're starting off. We're second down and 9, second down and 11, third and 8. Makes it tough. So I like to see Darius get in there. We got some good receivers, Darius, Christopher, and Torrance Williams. Torrance had a nice catch, and the defense swarmed him. But I feel like that we spread the ball around just a little bit, a little more razzle-dazzle, a little more swagger. I think we can do something with this team. We've moved the ball at least the one time, so we know we can. And I'm certain that the coaches will get them coached up at halftime and have them come fired out here. Hopefully even the score in that first possession. We usually come out pretty strong in the third quarter. And I also feel like that maybe our conditioning on offense will come in handy and late in the fourth quarter. I feel like we'll be able to stack up against Park Hills in that regard. So
absolutely.
They should be very happy at halftime for it to only be 7-0. And that's not a bad place to be. We can easily overcome that deficit. We've seen it. You've seen it. I watched you stream the game from wherever that was in Columbia that time.
That'd be Battle High School.
That's right, and it was one of the greatest comebacks ever for the Mules. So we've certainly got the ability to do that. Some adjustments and some growth on the offensive side. We knew that was going to happen, and we're working through it. So it's good. It's all good, Frankie.
It is. It is.
And we're gonna get and Jaredon with his punting. I like that.
Absolutely. So it's going to be interesting. We've got about 8 minutes here to go, and this game is not lost. I mean, we still have a long way to go. I know the Mules haven't played their best, and David Hadley, I think he said it best a moment ago talking about the offense. He said the offense has to get going. It's insane we're not having success running the football tonight. We have the experience and the size on the line, and you know what? He's right.
Well, yeah, and what's happening, I think, is that Park Hills is just stacking them in.
They are.
They're putting, I don't know how many in the box, as they say, and they're just piled in there, and there's not much you can do with that. So the answer is going to have to be go over the top, go around the side, a couple of nice passes, loosen them up a little bit, and then they've got to play honest with you. At that point, then our running backs can do what they do. We've seen a couple of really nice runs from our guys, Atari and Amari, and Chris and Darius had a nice run. So we've got the speed and we've got the ability, but we're going to have to at least get a field that we can get through, because right now they're just piling them in there and
Absolutely.
We're not able to do much.
So right now, Jackson, they lead their game at the pit, 39 consecutive home games, and I'm hoping that still a long season. Wouldn't it be nice this year, folks, if Bluff could end that streak?
Aren't we playing them at
we
their
are
place?
Playing.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in the press box?
I have not.
Can I set the stage for you how this is going to go down? So we're going to have a very tight spot. I need you to lose about 16 more pounds before we go, because we're not going to be able to sit down. It's going to be us standing up, and I don't know where Tim is going to broadcast or do the camera work from, because it's very tightly compacted. But we're going to do it one way or the other. We're going to bring you every game this year.
Well, I like it.
One way or the other.
This press box, I like. People are nice up here, but I'm right by the door, which I like, because if a fight breaks out or if something catches on fire, I'll be the first one out of here.
It'd be the first one out of here is right.
I'm no hero, Frankie.
Just do me a favor. When you go out, don't push anything out the window, because there's folks in front of us I don't want to hurt.
No, I don't want to do that. But, no, I'm looking forward to that. I think it'll be fun over there. And, it's always spirited, and I think it'll be probably more spirited this year than it has been over there in Jackson.
We haven't got a chance to ask you, we had this on the screen right now, the school board president, to talk about this, the fact that I appreciate everything you have done to get us in the door to stream these football games, basketball games, baseball games, and what the public doesn't really understand, I guess, or know. By the way, your favorite team just scored another touchdown. Jackson leads 20. All right, yeah. Good job, Jackson. But I was going to say that what people don't know is, because of you, John Scott, and some other great folks in the school board, we were able to get our foot in the door to start streaming these games. And I can tell you, from everything I've seen on our comment section, this is week one, everybody is so happy that we're able to do this. And I want to say thank you, and I hope that the Board of Education for Poplar Bluff is happy with what they're seeing on the streaming side so far this season and all of last year.
Absolutely, Frankie. And the way that happened, for people to understand, one of the positive things about the whole COVID situation that we had the last couple of years is it forced schools into a situation where we had to make a choice. And how are we going to have sporting events that are very important for our students, student athletes, and our community members and all that? What are we going to do? How are we going to make that happen? And it was right around the time when streaming became more of a thing, and we made the decision to invest in streaming. And it wasn't easy from a technical standpoint, from the financial part of it, to get all that going. But it was also a little bit of pushback from people, because there was a theory that it would cut down on attendance. And my belief is that it has the opposite effect, that people have a chance to watch the game. Maybe they haven't been to a game in a long time. They're hanging around on a Friday night. They tune in. They watch the game. I think those people are more likely to actually go to a game, especially the home games. I think people are going to see it and say, hey, I want to come. And I would encourage anyone, come out to a game. You want to see a good slice of life in America.
Yes.
You watch TV and everything's crazy and everybody hates everybody and people are doing all this craziness. So I turn the TV off. But come out on a Friday night and watch high school football. That will restore your faith in our society and humanity. These are the kind of things that bind people together, even two teams, rivals, whatever. At the end of the day, they're out on a nice fall evening having fun. So I think that is a very important aspect of this. And the second thing that I really like that I didn't really think as much about, and you've pointed out many times, we get people from all over the country and all over the world tuning in to see their great nephew or their cousin or just somebody who graduated here a long time ago. And I can't tell you how many people reach out and say, hey, it was awesome. I got to watch my grandkid play football. I live in Memphis or wherever, and I couldn't make the game. So I think it's a great service. And we're not all just about making money. And even if it did cut down on some of the attendance, to me it's more important for more people to be able to be a part of it in the long run, in the grand scheme of things, and people to see our community, see Poplar Bluff, and put us on the map. With the showdown last year, we had so many of the opposing team families who could not make the trip for whatever reason. We're so thankful that we were able to stream those games, and it just is great. It's a great opportunity to showcase our community, showcase Poplar Bluff, and put us on the map. And I don't doubt that somebody in that group will say, hey, why don't we go up the bluff and see what's going on? Why don't we go over to the river and check it out? Why don't we do this? So, to me, it's been a wonderful thing. We have not seen a decline in attendance. In fact, we just added to the bleachers over the off season because we didn't have enough space for some of our away teams to come in, working on a new concession stand.
Absolutely.
So, man, it's actually worked out well. Schools are going to this. It's the future, and we're trying to be on the cutting edge of that.
And we're so glad you picked us to do it. We're having a blast. And I'm thinking next week I might set everything up, sit at home, pull it up on YouTube, and let you do the whole thing by yourself.
Yeah, well,
Tim would love that.
We've talked about that, Frankie.
Yes, we have.
The thing about that is I don't know that I would have the focus for as long. I mean, I don't know. It's hard. It's like I don't play golf. I have played golf a few times, and I like it. I see why people play it, but mentally it wears me out. I'm good for a few holes, and then I get mentally tired. If I had to do what you're doing, first of all, I'd have to not do about half of what you're doing. But just to be able to focus and watch the game and call the plays, I would have to take a day off of work before and maybe a week off after just to recover from that, because it's a real skill to be able to multitask like that. I'm more of a single task guy when it comes to something like this that I'm not so familiar with.
Are you ready for the trivia question to be revealed, the answer to be revealed?
I am indeed, sir. I've been on the edge of my seat.
Here we go. We're going to do our trivia. We're going to give some shirts away coming up when we come back in 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere. It's halftime. Mules down by 7. Your answer to the trivia question coming up next on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers is a third-generation family-owned jewelry and repair store who have served the Poplar Bluff community for over 60 years.
Our family has always worked hard to provide the finest jewelry creations and service imaginable.
All right, so here we go. Before we get started with the second half, the question, we're going to give you the answer to it right now. This Montana State graduate began his career as an assistant coach for the Poplar Bluff Mules football team in 1973. The answers are A, Terry Smith, B, Bill Ray, C, Jim Brown, or D, Larry Finke. And for bonus, we want to know who the head coach was for that 1973 team. You ready to reveal the answer?
I'm ready, Frankie.
Who did you say it was?
Well, I'll tell you. I did a great analysis. I won't take a lot of time, but I knew it wasn't Jim Brown. I never heard of Larry Finke. I felt like Bill Ray was too young, but he may be a vampire or something. So I went with Terry Smith because I know Terry Smith, and he's a horse guy. And I thought, well, hey, if he's from Montana, state graduate, a horse guy, older, whatever.
Well,
so I felt like that was a deal. And for the bonus question, I think I do know that one.
Okay, so on the first question, this Montana State graduate, the answer belongs to Lisa Robertson. She picked up a shirt. We'll get you in a little bit on our messenger page. The answer... Or I should say, I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Lisa Robertson, she won the coach. The correct answer on the first question belongs to Miss Shanna Carr, which is Cannon Carr's mother. We only had one person guess the right answer. It was Coach Bill Ray.
Well, that surprises me. He may be a vampire because he doesn't seem like he's older.
Absolutely.
Guy looks like he's about 45.
And the answer to the other part of the question for the coach of that 1973 team, it belongs to Lisa Robertson and Mr. Tom Telley. He was the head coach back then.
That I did know. Mr. Telley was, he'd been around, and his son Todd was a few years older than me, so we knew the Telleys and Coach Telley, and I didn't know for sure that was him, but I thought that was him.
I'm going to get Coach Pilon in for just a moment before we get ready for the second half. We're going to welcome in Coach Billy Pilon in for just a moment. We'll pick his brains. And, Coach, Mules are down by 7 points. What adjustments are you guys going to make here as we have the ball to begin the second half?
Well, first of all, we got to get the nerves out of our body and play football. We're standing around, but I think we got that situated. We're real young at quarterback, so we're going to try to get Mason in there, put Jared in at Y, an athlete to keep him on the field. Defense is doing a great job. I'm proud of them, and I love the way they're running around hitting people.
So being down by 7 points here, last question. We talked about the offense. So far, Central averaging about 5 yards a play. The Mules are averaging about 3 yards a play. We're going to get the ball to begin the second half. Are we going to see more of a run game or maybe opening it up in the passing game on this first set?
Well, we're going to get the running game going. That's the most important. They're doing little twists with the nose and the three, and their corners are crashing. So and their ends are crashing hard on us. So we got a plan.
All right, Coach.
Those kids are fired up and ready to go.
Go get them. We'll see you afterwards.
All right, good luck, everybody.
Coach Pylan here joining us real quick as we get set now for second half action. David Hadley loving the fact that Coach Pylan was able to get on the air with us. And, of course, Miss Shanna Carr picked up a shirt. Also picking up our winner from earlier is Lisa Robertson. We'll reach out to both of you coming up after this contest. We do have one more question. And this next one's going to be a great one. It's not about a coach. It's about a player, and it's about a team he broke a record on. I'll give you that.
All right.
That's the only hint I'll give you right now.
I think I've got the answer.
You got the answer. Listen at you. Man, listen, it's week one. We've got a huge following right now on YouTube and Facebook. And Tim Hicks, our camera guy, give us some love on Facebook for him. Look at the job he is doing with our camera right now up on the roof. I can't see him, but he's doing a great job, everything he's doing. So we appreciate everything he is doing. So here we go. We are getting set now for this second half, and Central Park Hills is going to kick us off here. And for Poplar Bluff, we will see Mules are back to return and looking to return for Poplar Bluff. It looks to be Atari Amos. He is standing at his zone of 15. Now back up to the 10-yard line. And Mason Williams is going to start us off here. Mules are going to go from left to right on your radio dial. So here we go. Second half is underway. It's not a very long kick. It's taken by Darius Graham at the 30-yard line. We've got a flag, and it's going to come back. Saw that one. He is still on his horse. And he's going to be wrapped up near the 30-yard line. You hate that. It's going to come back, it looks like. It's going to be a hold on the Mules. I already see the signal call. So it is going to be a hold against Poplar Bluff. It's coming back. That hurts. That is not the way.
But it's good to see him come out aggressive on that first play. I think they're kicking it short intentionally. They don't want to.
Absolutely.
They don't want to deal with our return guys. But Darius he's a good athlete, and he's close to breaking one right there. Maybe with a little bit of a holding help, but hey.
Please do me a favor and hit that share button for us up on social media. We want to reach as many people as possible. It'll be Mules first down inside the 20 to about the 19. Coach Pylan made it very clear that we're going to open up this run game. We're going to get it going here in this half.
Yes, well, we hope so, and I'm sure they did make some adjustments, and we'll see if they work. And we need a long, sustained drive right here.
Yes, we do.
Punch it in.
Miss Kathleen Patillo says, "Come on, Mules!" Of course, she is a lovely wife of offensive coordinator John David Patillo, the new baseball coach for the Mules. Mason West flips it outside. And the Rebels are ready for Atari Amos. He'll get it out across the 20-yard line. So a good gain on first down, gains a couple of yards. And they'll mark him down about the 21-yard line. So a couple of yards pick up there. Second down and about 8. If you're coach, well, they're going to mark that very close to the 20, actually. So maybe a yard on that. We're going to say it was just a yard pickup, not 2 yards.
Covered a lot of ground for 1 yard.
Yes, it did. So now we'll see Mason West back out there. Shotgun formation. This kid's got an arm. He's going to hand it off again, and they're going to bound the tournament to get this run game up and moving. And right now, Central Park Hills, they are ready to go. They're not messing around. Atari Amos is only going to get maybe another a couple yards on that one to the 22-yard line now. So it's going to bring up a third down and about 7 to go. 3rd and 7 now. And for the Mules, when it comes to third down conversions, just 2 out of 6 right now. That's got to change in this half. If they're going to have any chance, Torrance Williams now at tight end coming in. Romeo Walter, he is on the near side as the receiver. Low snap. He's going to throw it, and he is going to be incomplete pass. It's going to be a quick 3 and out.
A little bit hard on that throw. It seemed like a little fast.
Looks like Jace. Yep, it's going to be incomplete pass. It was intended for Jace Soto, number 30, as Mason West now unable to get it to the target there. So Jace Soto with his first target this season, unable to do much with it, and it's going to bring up 4th down and 7 with 10 minutes, 11 seconds left here in the third quarter, rather. Jaredon Young once again. Oh, it's blocked. This one is blocked, and they're going to pick it up and score. It's a touchdown. It's a blocked punt near the end zone. Picking it up, Mason Williams, it looked like. It was a blocked punt. So Mason Williams, as he blocks it, and it just walks it into the end zone, basically, and that's a big score. 13-0 now. Pending the extra point by Park Hills. They lead 13-0. Williams now on the extra point attempt. This one goes right through, and the Mules are down by 2 touchdowns. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come right back. Mules down by 14 on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Breathe easier and extend the life of your HVAC system, plus fewer repair bills with Air Solutions Comprehensive Maintenance Plan. You'll save money and get the peace of mind that only comes from calling Air Solutions. 785-1500.
Protecting your toys are just as important as protecting your daily driver. First Choice Insurance can help find the coverage for your ATVs, boats, and campers that will give you peace of mind and not break your bank. So don't forget to allow First Choice Insurance to review your insurance needs today.
So it's 14-0 now as the Rebels lead Poplar Bluff here. It is 8:31. I'm Frankie Castillo alongside John Scott. Up on the booth, or I should say the roof, is Tim Hicks. We're in the booth. He's up on the roof. We'll join him on the roof in a couple of weeks when we go to Jackson. My good friend David Hadley said, "Isn't that like a closet?" I think he's right.
Oh, if we're going to be on the roof, I'll bring my urban parachute.
You need to do something.
Just in case I fall off the back.
Mules back to return deep. It's another short kickoff. Mules better grab it, and they do. It's going to be taken by number 35, Aiden Pratt for the Mules, and Pratt not going to go very far. He'll get maybe a yard. It'll be on the 36-yard line of the Mules. Maybe the 37. They'll give him a yard of forward progress. So a very, very short kick. So it'll be 1st and 10 now on the 37-yard line for the Mules. Poplar Bluff now with 9:57 to go. You know, you don't want to get in a situation where it's panic time, but this is almost a situation for the Mules. We need a good long drive right here. Yeah. Give the defense a nice little rest.
Yeah, we got to get something going offensively.
Nearly picked off. Great job by the defense. That's by Mason Williams. Jumped up and batted that ball down.
It's really out of sync on offense. You know, it's they got to fight through it. You know, it's early in the season. Learn from this. Fight from it. You know, get punched in the mouth. Eventually, you're gonna have to fight back.
You know who got punched in the mouth every season and keeps fighting?
Let's hear it.
Chicago Cubs. They're still fighting.
they
get punched in the mouth.
They just take it.
Eventually, like 2016, to come away with the championship, right?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I know. Mason West. There you go. Torrance Williams.
Get Torrance in the game.
Yes, sir. His first complete or catch of the season. Torrance Williams is going to get out to the 43 or so yard line. Good job by Mason West on that one. Torrance Williams giving the Mules now a 3rd down and manageable as he picks up 7 yards on the catch.
I feel like Torrance is going to be a key to this team as the season goes on. I like to get him the ball some. This game is by no means out of hand or out of reach. But I like to see him get the ball, get some confidence, make a few catches, make a few plays. It's going to pay off as the season goes on.
Mules trail 14-0 here. 9:11 to go in the third. It's 14-0. Mules third down and 3. A little Atari Amos, he slipped as he got around, but I think he's got enough for a first down. What a hurdle by Atari Amos. And that deserves some booms on Facebook for sure.
That kid right there, he leapt over one of the defenders.
Yes, he did.
He may have been out of bounds when he did it, but yeah, I like to see that. He's fired up.
That was a huge gain by the Mules. They're inside of the Rebels territory to about the 48-yard line. A gain of nearly 8. It's right at the 48.5-yard line, so they'll say 49-yard line, a 7-yard pickup, and that's a big Mules first down. Mason West now, shotgun formation, gets it outside.
Ooh.
Oh, overthrown. It looks like to Chris Matlock was the intended target, just a little bit high that time. It'll bring up second down and 10, so Matlock unable to come away with it. R.T. McCain tuning in. Official timeout here. We've got a Mules player down on the far side.
Hopefully a cramp
is what I'm thinking. Yep, I'm thinking that's a cramp there. I can't see the number on who that player is. So we're going to get an official timeout, so we're going to keep it here. And let's do a trivia question real fast. We'll get started on that.
I'm ready.
While we wait for
I'm
the
0
player.
for 1 this year.
Here we go. In 1990, get ready, Tim. Put this graphic up for us. In 1990, Austin Tinsley broke the single-game rushing record with 302 yards. What I want to know is, what team did he break it against? Was it A, Cape Central? Was it B, Forest City, Arkansas? C, Kennett? Or D, those pesky Jackson Indians? That's what I want to know. Give us your answer right now on social media, and we'll pick a winner before this game is over for one of our awesome KWOC patriotic shirts. It looks like that is a cramp, and I'm trying to get that number for you. Oh, boy, that's Darius Graham, and that's not good.
Oh, he'll hopefully just go over there, stretch down.
What makes me concerned is they're carrying him. He's not walking on it.
That's no good.
That is no good.
I would love to give a shout out to RT. You mentioned RT McCain.
RT McCain.
Good guy. I got to know that guy a year or two, a couple years ago. Good guy. Motivated. Ideas. Does things. Positive things for the world. So
yes,
it's good to see a guy like RT tuning in.
So remember that trivia question. We'll give you the answer before the game comes to an end, and we're going to watch Darius Graham. There's a pass, just overthrows. It'll bring third down and 10. There were 2 Mules targets. I'm not sure which one he was intending that one for. Maybe Mikael McFarland may have been the closest. Incomplete pass. Third down and about 10 to go.
We got spoiled a little bit the last couple of years with our offense, and it's going to take some time to find this team's identity offensively. But they're working through it. They're getting there.
8:54 to go. Atlanta, by the way, they lead St. Louis 2-1. Thank you, Ron, Thank you so much for the update there. This one is a handoff and can't get anything going. Good job by number 59. That is Tristan Stewart of the Rebels. Amari White unable to get anything on that. It's going to bring up a fourth down, and we're going to see Jaredon Young coming back into the ball game now. Jaredon Young, fourth down and 10, and it's going to be a punt now. He had his punt blocked this last time around. We'll see what he does here. Back to return is going to be Joby Bryant for the Rebels. Mules down at 14-0 here over the Rebels of Park Hill Central. This time gets it away. Nice punt this time. Bryant is going to let it go. He picks it up near the 5-yard line. Slips a little bit, still on his feet. The Mules, Romeo Walter missed the tackle. He is still on his feet, and there's a flag thrown. He is still going. He's going to break this through the sideline, and he is going to go inside of Mules territory, but there is a flag down.
We've got a player down, too.
And we've got a player down. That's Chris Matlock, it looks like. So our second Mules player going down, and he's grabbing his left knee. Make that right knee, John.
Oh, you hate to see it.
Boy, you do. That's not a cramp. And we're going to see Austin Jefferson now, one of our Mules coaches, coming up. It's going to be an illegal block in the back. It's going to come back against the Rebels. So what we're going to do in the meantime, let's step away, a quick timeout. We'll come back. Much more to come. The Mules trail by 14 on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Christian Automotive and Tire. Quality name brand tires that you know and trust. They also have ASE certified mechanics that have the training, tools, and knowledge to fix your vehicle right the first time. Business 67 South in Poplar Bluff. Eye Care Specialists is committed to the protection and the preservation of the precious gift of sight. Nothing is more important than your eyesight. That's the way the doctors of Eye Care Specialists see it.
So Chris Matlock, in the short term, he is walking off on his own power, so that may have been a cramp. Now he's kind of running off, so I'm happy to say that may be just a cramped issue. So there was an illegal block in the back, and now the Rebels are going to have it inside the 10-yard line. It looks like to about the 8-yard line, and that's where the Rebels will take over here. 1st and 10. With about 7:45 left to go here in the third quarter of play. We'll get you to some area scores coming up in just a moment. We're going to watch this first play develop here as Murphy now in the backfield. He's going to take the direct snap and take off with it. Good shot. And we've got another Mules player down. This one looks like it is a calf or a shin issue. It's got to be, it looks like it's a cramp. That's the third Mules player to go down in about 3 consecutive plays.
That seems odd to me, Frankie.
It does.
I don't it's not that hot tonight. It's humid, but of course it's easy to sit up here on a stool and say that. But
I can't see the player.
Get a handle on that.
I can't see the player down. Good job by Soto to make the play there. Looks like Coach Sievers is out there with him. So I want to go back to a comment that I just got. Sean Manning says the offensive line just hasn't gelled yet for the Mules. And I'm sure the coaching staff is watching that. I absolutely agree, Sean. I think the Mules staff is watching that. But, you know, our good friends here beside us, who's running the scoreboard and stuff, they're great people to work with. So happy to be here with them. They made a good point. They did say that if this continues for the Mules and we can't score, you might be a one-game-and-done kind of guy. I can't have this in the broadcast booth, John.
Well, no, Frankie, I hate to talk about it because I'm sure people get tired of it, but back in my days of football, there was a class ahead of us that never won a game.
That was the best class ever,
They never won a game. Freshman, JV, varsity. They were, I want to say, maybe 87, 88, somewhere in there. I don't think those guys ever won a game at any level, any time. And my year was terrible. The Austin Tinsley year was the year after I graduated when those guys, and that dude, he could just run down the field and carry 3 or 4 guys with him while he was carrying the ball. It was a whole different thing. So, yeah, if it goes, it's not going to go bad. But if it went bad, it would be very nostalgic for me.
Mules football this season. Our great sponsors: First Midwest Bank, Kevin's Auto Repair, PB Realty Legacy Farm and Land Specialist. And there you go. He's hopping right up. That's Connor Stevens, number 8. He just hopped straight up, and he's able to walk off a little bit. So that's 2 Mules players, looks like, has went down due to a cramp. Also our broadcast presented by Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers. Also Russian Stowing, Air Solutions. Also First Choice Insurance, Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center. Patriot Auto Glass, Christian Automotive and Tire, Eye Care Specialist, Larry Hillis Dodge, Briggs & Stratton, Scott Law Group LLC, and Taco John's.
You know, Frankie, I think I would be a fraud if I did not at least comment on the hot dogs. I had a hot dog. I'm a hot dog connoisseur. Few people know that. And I will say that Park Hills has a good hot dog.
They do.
It's not as good as ours, but it's close.
Is it good as Jackson's hot dog?
Oh, my Lord. Jackson needs to come up here and study these
There
hot dogs.
you go.
The only thing about the hot dog up here, their mustard probably was produced in about 1997 because it was a little thick, but the dog itself was a good dog, and the bun was good. It was well done, and it was only like $2, which was nice.
Second down and about 2 to go. And there you go again as Murphy's got a man to beat. He's still on his feet. And Mikael McFarland, no flags in the backfield. A Rebels player lost his helmet in the process. So Bryant with a huge run.
Did I mention the hot dogs, Frankie?
Yeah.
Maybe you can reach over there and unplug that scoreboard. How about that?
I tell you.
Kick it with your foot and we'll run out of here.
So Bryant is able to go all the way down to about the 16, or make that, where are they going to mark him down at? Around the 15, 16-yard line. That's a huge run. That's about 68 yards.
I was surprised we caught him. Actually, he was really fast. He had a good head of steam. And
that was 67-yard pickup there on a second down and 2.
Yeah, he could have easily scored on that play, and we're fortunate to have stopped him.
So now the Mules down by 2 scores, and the Rebels, there's a direct snap to the quarterback, and this time the Mules wrap him up. Leading the way on the tackle was number 69 for the Mules, Josh Alcorn. Also, Kaysen King in there as well, number 70. So the quarterback that time didn't get a whole bunch. He got a couple of yards. They'll mark him down near the 15-yard line. And now we get a whistle here and a stoppage. I think, John, they want you to suit up and go in. Are you too old to do that?
Well, I've got eligibility, Frankie, but I don't have ability.
Don't have ability.
That's my problem. Oh, I've got it. I play a little football. I've got a few scars here and there from it, so I don't miss the game at all. But I do like from this vantage. It's a little bit harder to get injured up here. Not saying it couldn't happen. Could fall out the window, I guess.
Cape Central, they're having an outstanding year so far. They're taking on St. Charles West. They lead at 34-6 right now. By the way, Cape Central back in our district this year. That should be a fun game in a couple of weeks. That'll be a home game for us. Going toward the end zone on the pass, and Bryant with a scoop and score. It is a touchdown, 15 yards, and now the Mules are down by 3 scores, 6:09 here in the third quarter. 20-0 right now. Mules are down by 3 touchdowns.
Now's the time to teach these kids a valuable life lesson, and that is not quit, play, chip back. We still got some time, grow and learn from the game. Still got plenty of time in the game, but they're going to have to get going here. They have to wake up.
So Mason Williams now back out for the extra point to make this a 21-0 lead. This one is up, and it is through the middle, and they lead 21-0. You're listening to Mules football on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Caring for those you love also means taking good care of yourself. At Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, our
football proudly presented by Taco John's, the Scott Law Group LLC. Also being brought to you by Briggs & Stratton, Larry Hillis Dodge, Eye Care Specialist. Also being brought to you by Christian Automotive and Tire, Patriot Auto Glass. Also, Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, First Choice Insurance, Air Solutions, our friends from Russians Towing, Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, PB Realty, Legacy Farm and Land Specialist. Also being brought to you by Kevin's Auto Repair and First Midwest Bank. Well, the Mules are down at 21-0, and so Ron Withrow says, not a fun Friday. Well, so far, I'm still having fun, though.
Well, I'm having fun. Yeah, it beats busting rocks. That's what I say.
I was going to say, you've been talking about the class of, 91 being the best. Is that what you said?
Hey, they had a good football team. I'll give them credit for that.
Let's find out what class you graduated from here in Poplar Bluff. Let us know what your class is on social media. Betty Osborne is watching alongside. We appreciate her. There is a kick, and this one may go out of – nope. It does go out of bounds, and once again, Matlock goes down again, grabs his back of his calf, and this one is going to be good field position for the Mules. That is a cramp as Matlock is back in the ball game, and he grabbed the back of his calf right away. So that tells me that is a cramp issue. By the way, I don't have the name of them, but I know for a fact we've got several folks watching us right now at area restaurants in Poplar Bluff, so we appreciate those restaurants for having us live stream on YouTube tonight.
Absolutely. That is a valuable service for the community. People come in, have some fun, watch the game, enjoy the game regardless.
And John Francis says he's with the class of 1980. Tony Webb, my friend, Tony Webb. That's a great class, by the way. 2003, that's when I graduated, John.
Another great influence of young men.
Yes, Tony Webb.
And kids, and a good influence in the world.
He put together that All-Star game for the last few years for Poplar Bluff. I was fortunate to be a part of it last year. I had such a great time with Tony and the guys, seeing them play. It was a lot of fun. Tony says, come on, Mules, let's go. We need Tony to come in and maybe suit up.
I think he could
game or two.
He could fire him up, I'll tell you that much.
Guarantee
he come do a motivational speech before the game and at halftime.
Mules are going to have it 1st and 10 on their 35-yard line. And for Poplar Bluff now, they've got pretty good field position. So we'll see what the Mules are able to do with it here. 1st and 10 as Matlock is back up, and that's some good news. Miss Bratcher says 1990. Wesley Brooks is 1998. Lee Wallace 1982. In 1990, though, Austin Tinsley broke the single-game rushing record with 302 yards. What team did he break it against? Was it A, Cape Central, B, Forest City, Arkansas, C, Kennett, or D, Jackson? Let us know in the comments section, and we'll be giving away one of our awesome patriotic shirts coming up momentarily. Miss Lily Belknap-Hurst says 87. Also, Lonnie and Diane Taylor. Boy, those are some great people, by the way. They are amazing people. They're tuning in back in Poplar Bluff.
Lonnie might be a vampire, too. He never ages.
I'll tell you what, he's got an amazing wife. Love those guys, and they're good to my kids, man. They are so good to my kids during the showdown. Kathleen Patillo back in 1985. She's a young cat. Also, Miss Stephanie Bell Webb. Myanza McCain, 2018.
We could use Myanza.
You're not kidding. I miss him on the football field. Stephanie, get him up there. I want to see him next week in Bluff. He's a good kid, no doubt. So now the Mules have it. 1st and 10, 35-yard line. Jaredon Young gets a catch, and he is across the 40 to about the 41, 42-yard line. So good job by the Mules receiver in this game. Jaredon Young started out as the QB, but he's moved up to wide receiver. Picks up 6 yards on 1st down. That's a big gain for the Mules. Miss Steffen says 1992, a 30-year reunion soon. It's hard to believe it's been 30 years since 1990. You going to go, John? There's a handoff. This one is going to be fighting for the extra yardage. It is a Mules 1st down out across the 45 to about the 47. So 47-yard line now.
Need to keep this drive going, get on the board. You don't want to get skunked. And we got time. I mean, we could
Atari
peel off
Amos,
some points.
by the way, got it out across to the 48-yard line. So the Mules have it. 1st and 10. We'll see what they can do with it now. Under 5 minutes to play here in the third. Down by 3 touchdowns. Mason West is going to have to get rid of it. He does. And nearly come up with it was Torrance Williams. He was hit as he had the ball. Ty Schweiss, he is the coach's son, made a big play there.
That'll work later in the season. Torrance will catch that. He had it. He almost had it.
Almost had it.
That'll work later in the season. That's gonna be a good combo.
It is 2nd down and 10. Under 5 minutes to play here in this third quarter of play. So if we come back and win this game, you're going to buy us all supper, right? I'm talking to everybody who's watching. We're going to Taco John's, aren't we?
Well, Taco John's if they've got one. If not, White Castle. Right?
White Castle. Amari White, he's got a first down. He is to the 40 now, and that's a good run for the Mules. So Amari White, there's that run game we're talking about. There's an 8-yard pickup, or make that 12-yard pickup, rather, to about the 40-yard line. So there is a Mules first down. Multiple first downs here on this current drive for the Mules. Make sure and share this video for us on social media. We would appreciate it. Cape Central, they lead 40-6 right now in their ball game. Sykeston still trails Hillsboro 36-6, and there's the flip outside to Amari White. White fighting with everything he's got. He is still going. What a play by Amari White. Jumps up and puts that hand in the air to signal first down Mules. Are you looking at the Cubs there, John?
Yeah,
we got a ball game going on here.
The score, man.
Okay.
No, I got to check something. I got something I want to understand.
Something you want to understand. I can't wait to hear this.
Thanks, Frankie. I'm an idea man. I told you that.
There's an 8-yard gain by Amari White. He thought he had the first down. 2nd down and 2. Miss Belknap says 1st and 10, do it again. They come close. They got an 8-yard pickup. There's another handoff. This one goes to Atari Amos. Amos trying to break free, going back up, and he's fighting for more yards. It all depends on the spot. I believe he's got enough for another first down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be close. Atari Amos picks up maybe enough, and he did. It'll be another Mules first down. Sean says he wants to go to that place you just said you want to go to, and Ron asked Sean if he was buying. If he's buying, I'm going.
Oh, well, I'm not going there. I'll take you there, but I'm not ordering anything.
Gotcha.
I can't handle that.
3:28
evening to do that.
3:28 to go here in this third quarter of play. Man, we're having a great time. Hope our sponsors are happy. I know a lot of folks watching us right now on Facebook and on YouTube. A huge crowd on YouTube here tonight. So Mason West driving, going left to right. They're going to hand it off to Atari Amos. He runs into a brick wall. Still picks up around 5 yards. And it'll be 2nd down and about 5 to go. So the Mules running game here. You heard Coach Billy Pylan. He talked about this during halftime, and he said he was going to get the run game going. And so far, that's what he's doing. And do we have a timeout on the field? I don't know. They're going to move him back to the 35, and we've got a player down, it looks like. And this time, it looks like it was another Mules player that went down, but he's coming off the field. Atari Amos that time. He is going to come off the football field. I didn't see the issue on the run. Atari Amos has 12 carries, 47 yards. Amari White, he's got 7 carries, also 47 yards. Mules still trail 21-0. So Amari White going to line up in the backfield. It's 2nd down and about 5. There's the handoff. Oh, Amari White got the handoff, and he slipped on the turf, and he's going to lose about a yard to the 26-yard line. And that was he just slipped when he got the ball in his hand. So he'll be backed up a yard. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 6 now. And here's the deal. If you're Poplar Bluff and Coach Dave Sievers, you got to go for it here. If it's 4-down territory, right?
Absolutely it is. Yep.
Did you just yawn?
No, I was getting ready to sneeze. Getting ready to sneeze, Frankie.
I don't believe so.
You knew that every time I raised my microphone up, you started asking me questions. Thank the Lord I don't have a hot dog up here.
There you go. Mikhail McFarland going to line up right beside Mason West. West is going to be hit, and he'll lose another yard or so, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And West is going to be knocked down at the 28-yard line. He is taken back in the backfield. So Mason West loses about 2 yards, and that's going to bring up 4th down and 8. Gina, you might need to come back down here from Montana. We welcome you. Can you fly down here? And
bring a little bit of that, some bison fillets if you're going to come.
Absolutely. You got to tell me about that trip here in a little while about whenever you went up there. So 4th down and 8. The Mules are going to go for it, but we're going to get a whistle as the ball was being snapped, and I believe we've got a timeout. We do. It's timeout Poplar Bluff. It is their first charge at timeout of the half. It's all being brought to you by Larry Hillis Dodge. Mules down at 21-0 on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Caring for those you love also means taking good care of yourself. At Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, our healthcare providers take the time to identify your health risks and help you prioritize good health. Regular checkups and age-appropriate screenings are important to be healthy now and stay well in the future. With same or next day appointments and online scheduling, we make it easy to make an appointment right now. You can even see us from the comfort of your own home via telehealth. Put your health first today by making an appointment by visiting pbrmc.com and searching online scheduling.
It is 9 o'clock on this Friday night, week 1 of high school football. I'm Frankie Castile alongside John Scott. Up top on the press box, it is Tim Hicks doing a great job with this camera angle. And by the way, Miss Gina says, I am welcome there in Montana anytime. Now, she did say you guys. I think she meant just
there
me.
We go.
I need you back here doing this.
We'll be there tomorrow. We can be back by Friday.
By the way, I got to ask him. Sean's got I should say Sean, my bad. Tim has got the trivia question up right now on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Make sure, submit your answer, and we'll give you the correct answer before this game comes to a close. It's 4th down and 8. Mules have 2 timeouts, and now we're going to get another whistle. 58 seconds is all that remains, and now they're going to restart here. They'll restart the play clock. 23 and counting now. Mules in shotgun formation. Mason West better get rid of it. He does. He's got a man. It's Romeo Walter. It is incomplete. Great coverage by the Rebels, and that was by Mr. Wagner, number 13, and he was pumped up as soon as that ball was a little bit overthrown, and the Mules turn it over on downs. So 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for the Rebels now. So my wife is already wanting to decorate for Halloween. Is that too early, John?
No, it's never too early to decorate. Halloween's an awesome holiday.
I'm going to let the folks on social media let me know. Is it too early to put up fall or Halloween decorations?
No,
let me know.
I will vote that it is
I told
not.
her it was way too early.
As long as you can get some of those Reese's peanut butter cup pumpkins. I saw those in the store the other day. I'm a sucker.
Good job by the Mules not letting Murphy anywhere near. Mikhail McFarland was in there on the tackle. Also, it looks like Logan Davis was in there as well, number 28. Good job by the Mules that time. It's a loss of 1, 2nd down and 11, under 29 seconds now to go here in the 3rd quarter. Mules down by 21 points. Not the outing we had hoped for. It is a young season. We're a young football team, 29 upperclassmen, 16 seniors, 13 juniors, and they're not going to run another play. They might run a play. They're going to have to possibly. Down to 6 seconds on the game clock, and they're going to quickly throw it outside, and it'll be thrown to Harlow, and Harlow gets out of bounds. And with about 1.6 seconds remaining here in the 3rd, they're going to mark him down just shy of the 30-yard line to about the 29, so a gain of around 2 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and about 9. Melanie Burnett says that she puts up Christmas in the middle of October. So
I don't know about that. I think that's a little over the top.
I don't know.
Well, you might as well leave it up all year if you're going to do that. I've been known to leave some Christmas tree up till St. Patrick's Day. It's green. St. Patrick's Day tree.
Melanie, you're not helping my case out any, darling. I was hoping you would say it's way too early. So now Murphy with a direct snap, and he throws it, and it's going to be incomplete. As this quarter comes to an end, the Mules trail 21-0. When we come back, it is the fourth quarter. It'll be fourth down coming up. Mules down by 3 scores on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Want a career and not just another job? It's waiting for you at Briggs & Stratton. Great pay, great benefits, and continuing education. Everything you and your family deserve. Go to careers.basco.com and look at Poplar Bluff job openings.
Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers is a third-generation family-owned jewelry and repair store who have served the Poplar Bluff community for over 60 years.
Our family has always worked hard to provide the finest jewelry creations and service imaginable.
So it's fourth down and about 9 here in we'll see what the Mules here are able to do. It looks like that Murphy is going to kick it away. Darius Graham is back on the football field. That's some good news. Yes. He had a cramp earlier, and the Mules said, it takes a Mules bounce. It bounces back over midfield, and it will be 1st and 10, Poplar Bluff, as we just begin this quarter, and it'll be 1st and 10 now on the 47-yard line.
They're going to talk about this comeback. It'll be a trivia question one of these days.
It will be a trivia question for sure. It was an 18-yard kick. Mules will have it 1st and 10. They're already inside of Rebel territory. 11:52. Mules have to score on this possession right here. They've been held scoreless all ball game. They're going to have to pick it up, no doubt. Doris is tuning in from Plano, Texas. Appreciate you tuning in Texas. I bet it's a lot hotter down there than it is in here. Larry says, red, white, and blue decorations for Memorial Day, 4th of July, and Labor Day. Fall goes up after Labor Day. That doesn't help me out, Larry.
That's a reasonable answer. That's very thoughtful, and he's probably right. But I'd say go ahead. Get that Halloween stuff.
Mason, oh my goodness, Mason West. Good job by one of the star players on this offensive team for the Rebels, also on defense as well. Mason Williams jumped up, and he took that ball out of midair from Mason West, incomplete. We may have an injury timeout here as that ball was on hard, and he's going to be on the turf for just a moment. That being said, we'll step away for a quick injury timeout. We'll come right back. Could be a cramp. Mules down 21-0 on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network. Must have been a cramp as he's still down, and that is one of their offensive weapons, Mason Williams. And in the meantime, in 1990, John, we'll do our trivia one more time. Austin Tinsley broke the single-game rushing record with 302 yards. What team did he break it against? Was it Cape Central, Forest City, Arkansas, Kennett, or Jackson? There's a good story to go along with that trivia question, too. I can't give you the backstory until I give you the answer. So we'll do that later on. So make sure and put your answer up on the screen for me, and we'll check it out. By the way, in baseball, Atlanta Braves over St. Louis 2-1, top of the sixth. Runners on second and third, nobody out. And good news, the Cubs are winning. They're winning 2-1.
I don't believe you.
Over the Brewers. I told you they can beat the Brewers. They can't beat anybody else. It drives me insane. So now second down and 10, 11:48. My daughter's in big trouble when I get home, John. Big trouble.
She getting those Halloween decorations
out? No. I'll tell you a story here in a minute. Mason West, good. Gets it to Torrance Williams. Williams, a short completion. It'll be around the 43 or 44-yard line, so not much of a gain, but it's going to be third down and manageable, I guess. Torrance Williams will be taken down, we'll say 44-yard line, so it's a gain of 3 yards. Third down and about 7. Bob and Jen Larkins tuning in. I was talking about Bob Larkins earlier today. We did a football game in Jackson. He was right beside me, and let me tell you, he was a lot better analyst as a broadcaster than I'll ever be that night, I guarantee you.
The man understands the game.
Yes, he does. Mason West throws it outside to Chris Matlock, and they're going to say he come down with it. Or no, make that Romeo Walter. My apologies, number 3 along the outside. That's a first down for the Mules.
There we go.
Good catch by Romeo Walter. And he's going to have enough for a Mules first down. He is down to the 37-yard line. A pickup of right at 7 yards, just enough for a first down. 10:48 to play. Mules have got to put this offense in high gear now. It's going to be a run play. This one, too. Atari Amos. He's able to break away through one tackle, breaks through another, and he's got a man to beat. The 10, the 5, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Mules. Atari Amos, 37 yards to the house. There, give me the booms on Facebook. We do have a player down for Park Hills. We hope he is okay. Darius Graham went over to check on him. Good sportsmanship there by Poplar Bluff. Atari Amos, his first touchdown run of the year, and the Mules have us. They're down at 21-6. R.T. McCain likes what he sees and says, "Go Atari." It's got to be cramps. It's got to be. It is muggy out here. It is the first game of the season.
I guess it is probably wearing all those gear down there running around. It's not so bad up here in the press box. A little breeze blowing in. I don't have a cramp at all. Why would these kids have a cramp? So, yeah, but I'm glad it's not. We haven't had what appears to be any significant injuries at all.
Absolutely. What a play, though, by Atari Amos. I mean, he slipped in the backfield, missed a couple tackles, and then broke his way to the 10-yard line. Pretty much just he drug 2 members of the defense with him, and he fell forward in the end zone for that touchdown. His first touchdown of the season. There's the booms coming in. Hey, Miss Patty Bowler is tuning in with us. Like to see her tuning in. I sure miss Jacob right about now, though.
Yeah, that's no lie. Atari, that's the Atari we know right there.
That is
the
Atari we know.
He willed it. He made it happen. And we need a little bit more of that.
Miss Patillo says, let's keep this going. 10 minutes and 30 seconds. But here's the dilemma. It looks like we're going to see Hunter Clifford coming in, or he'll come in to do the kicking here possibly. Our normal kicker is playing soccer tonight. By the way, we do have an update for you on the soccer game. Let me get that. It was soccer versus Carbondale. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
We won 9-8 in penalty kicks.
Oh, that's cool. I bet that was
awesome.
exciting.
That was an exciting game. So good job to our Mules soccer team. Miss Taylor says, way to go, Mules. Everything is right with the world. The Mules score a touchdown, and the Cubs are winning by 1.
The Cubs.
I'm getting bad looks in the press box.
Is this their first win of the season?
It could be. Hey, they're beating the Brewers, so that's a good thing for the Cardinal fans, though. Boy, you should have saw the looks I just got a second ago.
Right.
You made the take over
guys
for
are
me.
Friendly and everything. And
I'm
all of a
gonna
sudden
go
you say that, I'm like, I'm glad I'm by the door, man. I get out of here.
So Hunter Clifford comes in for the extra point attempt to make this a 2-score lead. And here is, we're going to get a flag. I seen that one coming. It's going to be movement up front, and I'm glad they threw a flag because that ball was not going to be kicked as Hunter slipped.
We need a little more space and we kick a little further. It's tough when we've had a history of that, having a really good kicker that also played soccer. And
the last few years we've had that.
Some games, you're really in good shape, and other games you're not so much, and it's tough.
So Hunter Clifford now going to come in. He'll do the kicking right now. Let's see what happens. Here's the extra point attempt. It's up, and does it go? Yes, it does. Mules are down by 2 touchdowns. Don't go anywhere. It is 10:30 to go in the ball game. Mules trail 21-7 on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Patriot Auto Glass offers chip repair or glass replacement. They provide fast quality service done by experienced technicians. Ask about our veteran and first responder discounts. Call Patriot Auto Glass today at 573-840-5027. And remember, Patriot Auto Glass will come to you.
So Miss Julie Sarda-Coleman says, yeah, for Hunter, great kick by him, and it's a 21-7 lead right now for the Rebels. Poplar Bluff trying to inch back in the game, and this next defensive set of plays here, so critical for the Mules here, John. If they want to get back in the ball game, it all begins right now. The Mules, by the way, 45 plays, 162 yards. However, Park Hills, 38 plays, 235 yards of offense so far. Literally, Park Hills is averaging almost a little over 6 yards a play. The Mules about 3.5.
Yeah, to still be, 2 scores away is not bad, all things considered.
Nope. So Hunter Clifford, there's the kickoff, and this one is going to be taken at the 20-yard line, and the Mules just bounce all over him there. And it'll be Mules. Good job. They take him back to the 20, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rebels. It might be the 21-yard line, actually. Looks like it will be the 21, so good kick by Hunter Clifford. It'll be a kickoff of about 39 yards. We'll see where they mark him down. Maybe the 22, actually. So a 38-yard kick.
It's been nice to see the Mules did not quit. They did not lay down. They fought back. It's been a difficult night offensively, but they came right back that last series and really showed what they can do. So now we got to build off of that.
If you're the Mules, the last set of defense there for the Mules to force the turnover or the punt rather, this is what you need. You need the Mules defense to step up and make a big play. They're going to run the football here, try to run the clock out. There is the first run play. This one, the Mules are not fooled at all. Good job by Logan Davis. We're saying his name a lot right now. And that was Logan Height, rather. My apologies, number 25.
Logan Height, good kid. He's got a nose for the ball. He's athletic, and he's just kind of always in the right place at the right time. The kind of thing you can't really teach.
So they're going to mark him down at the 21. Little progress there. Ron Withrow says, we need a turnover. Eric Wallace is tuning in from Kenmore, Washington. Glad to have him alongside. There's a throw outside. Oh, good pass. Good job by the Mules, though. They're going to wrap him up. That was led by number 24 for the Mules, Spencer Nunn. Also, Darius Graham out there as well. Could have been some big yardage there, and Bryant didn't like that whatsoever, getting hit to the ground like that. He's letting them know about it. Good job by the Mules. Quickly, third down coming up. Third and about 6. Right on the 25-yard line.
That last pass play, it's interesting. They throw it where the receiver has got a head of steam when he catches it. It's an interesting technique. He's already running when he catches it. The guy throws it in front of him. Interesting.
Mules are down 21-7. We're live on the road at Park Hill Central. Third down and about 6, and we're going to get a timeout here. It looks like taken by Central. We are going to get a timeout here. And we'll keep it right here. 8:56 now is remaining in the ball game. Poplar Bluff is down here by 2 scores. It's third down and about 6. Our broadcast is being brought to you by First Midwest Bank. Also being brought to you by Kevin's Auto Repair, PB Realty, Legacy Farm and Land Specialist, Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, Rushton's Towing. Also being brought to you by Air Solutions, First Choice Insurance. Tim, if you don't mind, there you go. He already read my mind. It's on the screen. In 1990, Austin Tinsley broke the single-game rushing record with 302 yards. What team did he break it against? Was it Cape Central, Forest City, Arkansas, Kennett, or Jackson? Leave your answer in the comments. For bonus points, how many hot dogs can John eat in one broadcast?
Hey, we could try that later in the year, Frankie.
We will. I guarantee it. We go to Jackson, your favorite spot. We'll do it.
Lord, I can only eat a half of one of those.
Third down and 6. Big third down coming up now for the Mules defense. Oh, it's tipped. Oh, it's going to still wind up and be caught, and they're going to have a big gain. The ball was tipped, and this one may go to the house as Harlow is going to score. It was tipped right at the start of the throw, and it's going to be ran back for the touchdown. We're watching the replay. Oh, Logan Height got a hand on it. He got his fingertips on it. And just like that, Cannon Harlow takes it to the distance. What a score by Cannon Harlow. That one goes for 75 yards with 8:44 left to go in the ball game.
Kid's fast. I'll give him that.
There was a flag down on the play, but the touchdown's going to stand. There's a flag on the field near the 45-yard line, but the play is going to stand. 75-yard touchdown. Wow. Bruce DeClore says, good answering back to the Rebels. What a catch and throw. Logan Height got his fingertips on it, batted it a little bit, and still Harlow was able to take it to the house. So now Mason Williams. So the touchdown is going to stand. Flag was thrown. It was going to be, I believe it was against the Rebels for excessive celebration, but the touchdown will stand. We will still do a player of the game coming up following this contest presented by Taco John's, and John's giving me the high five there.
I got a hankering for some Taco John's. I think I'm going to have to make a stop.
Bruce DeClue, my apologies. He says, much Rebel love from the state of Georgia tuning in tonight. Glad to have him alongside. We welcome all fans.
Absolutely we do, yeah. We provide valuable service to anyone who wants to tune in.
Even Cubs fans.
I don't know if tune in is the right word. I'm getting old, but I'll say it, tune in.
So that was a lengthy, now both teams are going to go back over to the sideline here. Looks like we got a player down for the Mules possibly in the back of the end zone. We do. I can't see the player. They're on the turf. That being said, we'll step away for just a moment. We'll take an injury timeout. We'll come right back with more. Mules down 27-7, 8:44 to go in the ball game. You're listening to Mules football on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Breathe easier and extend the life of your HVAC system, plus fewer repair bills with Air Solutions Comprehensive Maintenance Plan. You'll save money and get the peace of mind that only comes from calling Air Solutions, 785-1500.
Protecting your toys are just as important as protecting your daily driver. First Choice Insurance can help find the coverage for your ATVs, boats, and campers that will give you peace of mind and not break your bank. So don't forget to allow First Choice Insurance to review your insurance needs today.
All right, we're still waiting for the Mules player. I can't see who it is on the turf, and I'm hoping it's just another cramp, but I can't see the officials are right in front of us. So, real quick, John, I'm going to bust her out here on live air. So my daughter's hanging out with her friend, boyfriend, whatever you want to call it.
Boyfriend.
She sends me a text message. I'm going to read it to you live on the air because this is kind of funny. I'll deal with her whenever I get home. She says she made it to the bank, but they forgot. I'm sorry, wrong text. Heading back to town now, babe. I believe she meant that for somebody else. You're not talking to me.
I'm sure that was you.
No, it's not me. It is not me. By the way, my good buddy Eric Wallace, he says I am more than welcome to come to the state of Washington anytime. I will take him up on the offer someday.
Beautiful up there. Beautiful.
Well, 26-13, Jackson right now leads it in the third quarter with 3:30 to go. No, that doesn't look good, John.
No, never like to see him
look
carried.
good. No, the Mules player being carried off. I can't see the number either. Coach Schuchart is helping carrying him off the field. They're going to put him on the ground. I can't see the number. There's. I don't know which one it is. He is still on the turf. Touchdown still stands. So Mason Williams now in for the extra point. Nope, they're going to fake it instead, and Murphy throws it toward the end zone. 2-point conversion is good to Hecken Wagner.
Coach getting a little practice in tonight on that.
Yep. So now it is a 29-7 lead. And I'm going to be honest, my attention there directly following the 2-point conversion goes right back over to the sideline. Now, I will tell you, it looks like that Coach Schuchart is maybe working on, I'm hoping it's a cramp. It looks like it's what they're working on.
It may just be some really bad cramps they got to get worked out.
I want to say that's what it is. I'm hoping that's what it is. I also want to give a big shout out to the administration here at Park Hill Central. They've went above and beyond for us to allow us to set up here in the press box. Tim up on the roof. Nice night for high school football. Next week we're going to be at home. We're going to play a team out of Jonesboro, Valley View. Last season had the identical record to the Mules of 7-4. Don't know much about them. I've heard they're pretty good.
I'll tell you one thing, Frankie. Valley View, they say it's Jonesboro, but it's hard to get down there. We play soccer down there, and it's a weird drive anyway to get to Jonesboro. But then Valley View's on the other side down there. I don't even know where it is. I'm not even sure where we end up when we go there, and I sure don't know how we get back. But it's further down there than it probably.
Well, we're going to go down there next year together. We're going to play football down there.
Oh, Lord,
we're going there.
Talk that far ahead.
Atlanta leads at St. Louis 5-1, but the good news is for the Cards fans, Cubs are winning still. They're beating the Brewers, so that's good news for St. Louis.
Yes. Whoever was down over there seems to be up.
Seems to be. I still can't get the number. They've got a whole bunch of coaches around him, so I don't know.
They're going to onside.
Yeah, they're going to onside it. The Mules down it right there. It was taken by Logan Davis right at the 30-yard line. So the Mules will have it now.
You know, when they carried me off the field, Frankie, I remember a long time ago, different times, but I had a broken ankle, and it was broken. There was no question. And I remember the coach. I can't remember who it was. I wish I could because it'd be funny. They got mad at me because I wasn't using my other leg to hop while they were trying to bring me off the field. They're like, we're not going to carry you. Put your other foot down. It's nothing wrong with it. And I was sitting there looking at my other leg just flopping.
Oh, my goodness.
It was great. That was a lot of fun. Otherwise, I'd be retired out of the NFL by now. So I probably wouldn't have done well in NFL lifestyle.
There you go. So now the Mules come back out. Mason West, shotgun formation, empty backfield. They're trying to go down the length of the field, and Torrance Williams.
Looked like a decent pass. It's hard to see from this angle, but
Torrance Williams came up with it. Didn't get a whole lot of yards, a little bit though. And he's going to get it to, nope, they're going to say incomplete.
I think that, the defender did a good job of hitting him right on the hands.
Absolutely.
Jar it loose. He's going to have to learn to tuck the ball immediately because he is so tall. They're going to target the ball.
6'5". Big basketball player. Mules coming out with a 5 wideout package, 3 to the near side, and this one is going to be overthrown. It was intended for Darius Graham, maybe even intended for Jay Edmondson, who is another backup QB for the Mules.
Just seen one of those double pass, flea flicker pass deals. Or throw it to Jay and let him throw it back to the quarterback.
So tonight, Mason West, 5 of 14 at just 23 yards here so far in the ballgame. Mules down 29-7. West again going down the field, and this one's incomplete. It was intended, it looks like, for Jaredon Young.
Was that ball batted down?
No.
I couldn't tell. It seemed like we've had a lot of passes batted down tonight.
8.5 minutes to go here in the ball game, and the Mules down 29-7. It's 4th down already and 10. And now Jaredon Young's going to come in, and he's probably going to punt the football more than likely. Still a big audience here on social media, YouTube, Facebook. Appreciate you tuning in. Hopefully you'll share the video for us if you don't mind. Jaredon Young, what a kick by him. He has been, this one's going to take another Mules bounce. It'll be batted down at near the 45-yard line.
He really smokes that punt.
He does.
He does. It goes way up high.
It'll be about a 25-yard punt. So next week the Mules will be at home taking on Valley View out of Jonesboro, Arkansas. They're going to mark him down at the 35-yard line, rather, not the 45. It'll be a 35-yard kick. And that's where the Rebels will take over. Rebels ending their season last year 10-2 in the state quarterfinals. And the way they're playing right now, they're going to be hard to beat, John.
No, and that is something that we're up here, talking about how bad we look on some of our aspects of the game. But the reality is Park Hills is a very good team.
They're a very good football
team. We knew they
team.
were a good team coming in. And we, optimistic, and game's not over yet. But they're really well coached and good players on this team.
Absolutely. So Murphy is going to run the football. He'll get about 4 to 5 yards on the carry. Good job by the Mules. There's a flag down. It came in after the play. It's going to be against Poplar Bluff. Personal foul.
The quickness of this team, it just seems like our feet are heavy or something. These kids for Park Hills just have a head of steam, and they just boom. And we had a hard time, just with the basic run, snap it to the running back, and he just takes off.
So now the Mules, or I should say the Rebels, with that first down, will have it now on the 45-yard line of Poplar Bluff. 8:10 to go here in the game. It's 29-7. Mules down by 22. And here comes the Mules. Logan Davis, he broke through, and Murphy is going to get near the sticks inside the 40-yard line to about the 38. Big gain for him. Be about an 8-yard pickup or so. And it's going to bring up second down and about 2.
Number 30.
There's another one, Garrett. I can't remember which one it was. It was doing it a little bit.
And we're going to get a whistle here. And maybe a timeout here. If it is, we'll step away with them. It is going to be a timeout. 7.5 minutes to play in the ball game. Mules down 29-7. You're listening to Mules football on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Scott Law Firm is experienced in estate planning and the preparation of documents like wills and trusts. Let the Scott Law Firm help you protect your family and pass along your estate according to your terms. Call Scott Law Firm today at 785-4688. Southeast Signs and Graphics of Poplar Bluff can handle all of your printing needs, from t-shirts, wall displays, banners, and so much more. Call their team at 573-772-5566 or get to southeastsignsandgraphics.com.
And we are back here as we get ready now, and we've got a winner on our last trivia question. We will give it to you here in just a few moments here. We'll give you the answer on the next timeout. 7.5 minutes to play here in the ball game. Did you know the last answer to the trivia question?
This one about Austin, Tennessee?
Yep.
I think I do.
Okay. Is it because you saw the answer already?
No. And I can't say I know it, but from the choices, I think I would know who it seems like it would be.
Caden Casey snatches that one. He gets his first catch, and it'll be inside. Be a first down for the Rebels inside the 15-yard line to about the 14. We're going to go to the 13-yard line, 25-yard catch and run. So 7:15 to go here in the ball game. Mules down 29-7. We're still going to do players of the game. If you had to pick right now, give me one name that comes to mind on. You know what I'll do? Hang on, I'm going to change the game on you. I'm going to change the game on you. Good job by the Mules.
That's what I like about you, Frankie. It's always changing it up on
I'm going to change it up on you just a little bit. I'm going to give you 3 names, and I want the people that are tuning in right now to tell me who they would pick, and I want to get your thoughts too. How about that?
Okay.
So the 3 names that come to mind to me is Jared Young on the punting. I mean, he's been in there, done a great job, did have a punt blocked, but other than that, he has done phenomenal work on special teams. I'm also going to say defensively, as we see this play by Murphy. Murphy now gets out. He'll take it himself, and he will step out of bounds. Good job by the Mules. And the guy that I was just going to name, and that is Logan Height and Logan Davis. Those 2 guys on defense, we have said their names a lot here tonight. Typically, you look at offense, but tonight has been about the defense. So I'm going to say Logan Davis, Logan Height, maybe Jared and Young. I'll let folks on social media respond and let me know what they're thinking. And I also want to get your thoughts also.
Certainly.
Third down coming up here for the Rebels. And Murphy going to roll out to his left, throws it toward the end zone. It's going to be incomplete. Good coverage by the Mules on defense, and that's going to bring up a 4th down coming up now for the Rebels. Mules, though, still trail 29-7. So what name would you think on those 3? Did I leave anybody out?
No, I think that's good, Frankie, and it's interesting because the first half I was thinking along your lines. I thought Jared and Young, not for his quarterback play, but for his punting, because he kept the team in the game the first half with those long, crazy punts. My father-in-law used to joke around about the time, he's from Tennessee, loves Tennessee football, joke around about the time that the Vanderbilt punter was the player of the game because against them. I like Jared's punting. I think that was it was very
so field goal, it was blocked by the Mules.
It was very good. I mean, it's outstanding punting. I mean, they punted, but then I agree that Logan Davis and Logan Height have been in on a lot. Logan Height in a lot of plays. Logan Davis, especially in the first half, a lot of tackles, getting in the backfield, mixing it up. So it's tough on a game like this to come up with these players of the game. And I think those 3, if you're picking 2, I think I would go, well, that's tough between Logan Height and Logan Davis defensively.
It really is.
So I don't know. I think I might pick those 2 guys. I think Jared's he's going to punt well all year.
Absolutely.
And he's going to improve his offensive production. He's going to have plenty of opportunities to be a star in the game. I think tonight for this game here, it's got to be a defensive thing. The scores get a little bit out of hand late, but for 3 quarters, we were right there. And so I'm thinking Logan Davis and Logan Height.
So here we go. In 1990, Austin Tinsley broke the single-game rushing record with 302 yards. So what team did he break it against? Was it Cape Central, Forest City, Arkansas, Kennett, or Jackson? What's your guess?
From those
4.
I would pick Kennett. I think it was Kennett of those 4 opponents.
John, you are correct. It was Kennett.
Hey, I'm 1 for 1.
Rachel Hollister picked up the shirt. I will get a hold of her following this contest. I don't know the full story, but here's what I was told. During that game, Tinsley was about 3 yards shy of breaking the all-time record. We were up by a big score at that time. And the coach at that time went ahead and let him run one more play. He got 5 yards and broke the all-time record. And then the Kennett coach at that time was very unhappy, and he let his frustration be known to our head coach following that game. And because of that, they did not play for several years afterwards.
Interesting. That's an interesting little fact.
So
did not know that. I did not know that.
That's a fun fact for you. And here's another fun fact for you. Mark my words after this play by Mason West. There's a good catch. Oh, good job by the Rebels as Mules was able to come away with the catch. Looks like Torrance Williams is slow to get up. We've seen several Mules players slow to get up. Torrance Williams was hit as soon as he made the catch. Not going to get a whole lot of yardage on that one. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. It's not going to happen this year, John, but I think next season, is it possible that, hang on, Mason West, low snap, picks it up and throws it outside and incomplete. He was rushed on that one. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. I was going to say, I think next season might be the year where Chicago repeats from 2016 and wins the World Series. What do you think?
I don't even remember that. I don't even think that happened.
Oh, it happened. They played Cleveland. I watched it. I know what happened. The rain delay helped us in that one, I guarantee it. 5:26 to play here in the ball game. Mules down 29-7. 3rd down coming up here. Mason West, it's batted at the line of scrimmage, intended for Torrance Williams, and the Mules unable to do anything here in this second half. They did get a score, and that's about it. 29-7 is the score. So, Mules coming up on 4th down and about 10.
I guess. Me, I'll take them anytime. That's me too. You bring them over anytime. They'll just stay with me. It's no inconvenience for me. Just let them stay.
So, Poplar Bluff is down here 29-7, and we're going to focus on next week and get ready for the next game next Friday night. We're going to get a timeout here. We'll take them with them. Mules down at 29-7 on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Want a career and not just another job? It's waiting for you at Briggs & Stratton. Great pay, great benefits, and continuing education. Everything you and your family deserve. Go to careers.vasco.com and look at Poplar Bluff job openings.
Eye Care Specialists is committed to the protection and the preservation of the precious gift of sight. Nothing is more important than your eyesight. That's the way the doctors of Eye Care Specialists see it.
And we are back here live in Central Park Hills and Poplar Bluff now. 4th down and 10. They trail by a score of 29-7. Jared and Young, another high towering kick. It's going to take, this time, a Rebel bounce. Mules, they let it go about 5 more yards, and now they jump on it.
It'll be interesting to see Jared in stats as the year goes on those punts, how he matches up to previous punters. I don't remember.
Garrett Laslier,
he was the punter.
He was. And last season, Laslier averaged about 25 yards per punt.
I think Jared's got that He's ahead of that by tonight by a little ways. So.
Yeah, as long as he keeps that up, he'll definitely surpass that.
Yeah, he's got it, and he's kind of effortless, you know. He's got
it seems like it's kind of effortless, doesn't it?
He's had plenty of opportunities to put tonight, unfortunately.
Yes, he has.
Get a little practice in.
So now it's 1st down and 10 inside Mules territory. 1st and 10, up 29-7. Mules will be at home next week. It's our first home game, and the Mules wrapping him up behind the line, and there's a flag. Unsportsmanlike coming up against Poplar Bluff.
Now there goes we have to revoke the player in the game. Sorry.
I'm going to go back and watch the replay here on that one. So it's going to be 15-yarders on that one. No, well, good job, Tim. We didn't get that on camera. So, all we see is a flag. Good job, Tim.
That's what we like. We don't want to see that.
Didn't see it happen.
We don't want evidence, right?
We didn't see it happen. It's a bad call.
Bad, terrible. Kenny Hostley would never have called that. That's all I can say. I can't criticize the refs. You got mad at me for that one time.
We'll try to find out a score on the Farmington at North County game. It's going to be a 1st down for North County.
You don't want to see it get ugly. 5 minutes left, you know, a little bit of chirping going on, and you don't really like to see that. Finish out the game and go home and start your season next week.
Well, now, wait a minute. They threw a flag, and are they going to move the football?
Might have been offsetting, perhaps.
May have been.
I didn't see the actual call, but it may have been. It looked like it could have been an offsetting. It looked like a little shoving going on.
They moved the ball back to the 50-yard line. It says 1st down. It looks like it's going to be 1st down and about 12. I don't understand that at all.
I don't either. It's getting late.
So there's a handoff. And it's going to be, I don't understand that one at all. Now it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and about 12. Jalen Welch got the handoff that time.
The 2nd and 11 for Central.
Try to get you some area scores here from the North County Farmington game. Somebody was asking about that. So 2nd down and about 11. So the Mules, you're seeing a lot of fresh jerseys coming in now for. So Joe Bryant now.
42, Rogers.
And Rogers in on the tackle that time, and not much there. So back to the original line of scrimmage. To the 46-yard line. It's should be 3rd down and 8. That's what I've got. The markers say 4th down, but I got 3rd down, John. What do you have?
I think 3rd down sounds right to me. I don't know, man. This little stretch right here has been odd.
Very odd indeed. They're going to kick it away on 4th down. It's going to go in the end zone. It was 3rd down. I'm telling you, the chain game messed that one up, John. I hate to say that. There was a penalty.
I think you're right. It was 1st down. Yeah, I don't know.
It's a shame it wasn't more like a 1-point game in our favor.
That's right. Earlier in the game would have been nice.
So 2:58 left to go. Mules will have the football now.
No problem, Frankie. We got him right where we want him.
That's right. Yeah, right. Absolutely.
Lull him into a false sense of security.
I thought maybe they were calling like a spot foul.
It turned out to be a nice evening. It's cooled off a little bit. Breeze blown in. Feel a little bit of fall in the air. I like that.
Absolutely.
A lot of maroon over in the visitor section. Good folks from the Bluff up here. Not having a whole lot to cheer about, but it's good to see everybody out enjoying themselves on a Friday evening. Cross country tomorrow morning. Frankie, you want to come broadcast that, stream that?
Absolutely, been a lot of fun.
Jackson, your favorite place?
You can eat a hot dog for me.
Go to get one of those breakfast hot dogs.
So now the Mules coming out. Looks like Jay Edmondson now is going to be the quarterback, and they're going to hand it off and not going to get much. A lot of fresh jerseys out there for the Mules now.
All these reps come in handy later. More experience, real game experience.
Yep. So Jay Edmondson, he'll take it this time himself. Edmondson now is going to get past the first down marker. He's got a Mules first down and then some.
Carry by number 10, Atari Amos. First down for Poplar Bluff.
What did you? I didn't hear
So Jay Edmondson gives the Mules a first down at across the 30 to about the 32-yard line. So a gain of nearly 12 yards on the play. They'll mark him down just shy of that 32-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the ball game. And they're going to throw it downfield and just overthrows his target. Hunter Clifford in there. I think he's going to be a name we're going to say a lot coming up this season.
Yeah, that's a nice play, nice pass, a little bit overthrown, but I like the effort. Looked like a good hard ball being thrown.
Mules was trying to get some of that scoring back a little bit there. I do not have a score for you on that North County game. We're working on that for you, David. Second down and 10. There's a handoff up the middle. Good job by the Mules there. So there's a quick run by the Mules, getting some fresh jerseys out there, getting them. Christian Robertson gets it to the 41-yard line. That's a gain of about 8 yards. Thank you, Tim, for that explanation there. Mules fighting for the yardage, trying to get the first down marker there. Once again, Robertson, he'll move the chains. He'll get to the 43-yard line. So the Mules are going to fall here tonight. They're 0-1. They'll be 0-1 here in the season. At last check, let's get you some finals. Jackson right now leads at 26-19. Robertson again, another first down for the Mules. He'll get inside Rebel territory to the 45. So Robertson picks up about 12 yards. First and 10, Poplar Bluff. Cape Central wins 54-12. Hillsboro over Sykeston 49-14. Jackson leads by about 13, or make that by 7 rather, in their ball game. Never thought I'd be an Illinois fan like I am tonight.
That's a tough choice. In that
Edmondson
game.
going downfield and just overthrows about 2 or 3 yards again to Hunter Clifford. Second down coming up, 34 seconds. All that remains in this ball game. Thank you, Bruce. North County over Farmington, 36-22. We'll see Farmington later on this season. That's our homecoming night. Eric, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you back here next week against Valley View out of Jonesboro, Arkansas. 6:30 pregame, kickoff at 7. Almost said tip-off there. Oh, this bad snap. Good job by Jay Edmondson just going down to the ground and falling on it on the 40-yard line. And that is going to be the ball game. The Mules will not have to run another play. Mules will fall here tonight. They are 0-1 on the season. 14 seconds is all that remains. Mules are, I don't think they're going to line up. They're going to run one more play. Try to get some yards back. Edmondson going downfield, got a man, and just incomplete. Thought it was going to go. Incomplete pass. It was intended for Dylan Hall. And at the end of this ball game, Mules fall tonight 29-7. We'll come back and we'll wrap it up. We'll have our Taco John's Players of the Game when we come back. You're listening to Mules Football on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Caring for those you love also means taking good care of yourself. At Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, our healthcare providers take the time to identify your health risks and help you prioritize good health. Regular checkups and age-appropriate screenings are important to be healthy now and stay well in the future. With same or next day appointments and online scheduling, we make it easy to make an appointment right now. You can even see us from the comfort of your own home via telehealth. Put your health first today by making an appointment by visiting pbrmc.com and searching online scheduling.
And we are back here live with our post-game report. Going to turn things over now to offensive coordinator John David Patillo. And Coach, here tonight, the game did not go our way, 29-7. There were some bright spots here in this season opener. Make no mistake about it, though, Park Hills, a very good football team. Give me your first thoughts here on tonight's game.
Well, and it's, this is one of those deals when you come here, we knew they're pretty good. How ready are you? We just didn't really know how ready we were. And, we played three quarterbacks tonight. We're searching a little bit there. Those guys are still growing and learning. Our line, struggled tonight, especially early. And we've got so many things we got to clean up. But the biggest thing it starts with is just attitude. There's such a huge difference in teams that have winning attitudes, and we're struggling with that right now a little bit. We also went through 4 running backs tonight, getting hurt. We've got a couple wide receivers hurt.
Was it all cramps, or was it much more than that?
Yeah, there's a few other things as well. So just everything snowballed, and it was just ugly, and it's just something that we're going to have to go back, sit down tomorrow, watch film, get after it this next week, and we got to come out with a much different outlook, much different attitude.
So it's important to me to ask you everything here. Now, Central Park Hills, they were averaging about 7 yards of play. The Mules about 3 yards of play. Early in the ball game, it seemed like from where we were sitting, especially in the first half, defense maybe got a little tired, do you think?
Yeah, we probably overworked them because we couldn't move the ball offensively, and that's part of our responsibility on the offensive side. Is that we've got to keep those guys off the field as much as they were on there. But I thought defensively overall we played pretty good. We didn't have a full group, but we've got some guys sitting out for a few games, and again, that's part of the issue as well. We have some growing up to do in a lot of areas.
Let's do I know even though we lost, I still want to do our Taco John's players of the game. Give me an offensive player. Give me a defensive player. The offensive player that stands out to me is Atari Amos, 13 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, and Atari busted that one, and we really didn't block it very well. He just made the play. Atari's natural talent made that play, and he has that. And as soon as we do a little bit better job up front, then you're going to see him bust loose a lot. And our guys up front are very capable of doing that. And but we just got to play better than what we did tonight. But yes, I thought he was a little bit of a he's shown a little bright, on the offensive side.
And then on the defensive side, if you could pick a player of the game on the defensive side, give me your Taco John's defensive player of the game tonight.
What's bad?
I know.
No, I don't know his first name. We've got a
Jace.
Jace. Yeah, I do, but we call him Soto all the time. So
right.
But Jace came in, backed up somebody, got to play. He came in, made some nice tackles. He broke up a pass. He's going to be a good addition. He got to play some offense as well. He's got some speed, and I thought he did some great things tonight. And he's not very big. He weighs about 140 pounds maybe, but he runs around out there and he'll go put his head in there and he'll tackle you. So
absolutely,
I thought he showed some good things tonight.
Absolutely. So Jay Soto and, of course, our good friend Atari Amos, our Taco John's players of the game. Valley View coming up 7 nights will be at home. Your thoughts on that team, and more importantly, can we hang with them?
We can hang with anybody, but, it starts between the ears with this group. We've just got to grow up. We've got to get mature quick. We know we have some ability, but, we've just got to start putting things together, and it's got to be we've had a good summer, but there's that building process. Are we going to hold this stuff together? Are we going to hold our group together? I thought we showed some division at halftime tonight, and we had a couple of them show their rear end in the locker room. And that's the kind of stuff right there that'll just kill your team. And I know I'm sitting here talking about that, but that's an important part of this. And till we grow up and don't have the issues of kids getting suspended for games, having those issues, having 15-yard penalties, we're going to continue to struggle until we can grow up.
Well, Coach, I'm so glad you were able to come up here and talk to me anyway. I know you guys will be ready to go for next Friday night, first home game of the season. Safe travels back to Poplar Bluff, and we'll see you next Friday against Valley View at 7 o'clock.
Thanks. I do want to say this. Our kids are good kids.
They are. They're great kids.
We've got some growing to do, and I just hope that they're willing to do that. If they're willing to do that, we can get things turned around. So.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for the time. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, man.
All right, Coach John David Patillo, the offensive coordinator, joining us live here tonight as we are going to wrap it up here. We've got a long haul back to Poplar Bluff. They want to wrap it up here in the press box. We're going to say so long here tonight. We'll say thank you again to our sponsors. A big shout out to John Scott. He'll be with us next Friday night. For Tim Hicks, I'm Frankie Castile. Thank you again for tuning in to Mules Football Friday. We'll have much more next Friday beginning at 6:30 live on the program. You've been listening to Mules Football on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.